live from the T.P.O.T studios, the game where we talk about discrimination, prejudice, bigotry, with all of the absurd hypocrisies and contradictions that come with it. Get ready to play the ridiculous race game. Open your mind.
The prophet of thought. The prophet of thought. You know. The prophet of thought. Prophet of thought. Open your mind, 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 open your mind.
And we are back. Peace, and welcome back to another edition of the Prophet of Thought series right here on the old T.P.O.T YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why your black asses are here. Tonight, another edition of the ridiculous race game. And tonight, we're gonna do it a little different. We're gonna do a little freestyle, and we're doing it female free too. Because I know usually when we do this race game thing, we have a couple women on and all that kind of stuff, but we're not having no women on tonight. I'm probably gonna do one with just the ladies, maybe a week or two from now, if I can get a good combination of ladies together and don't have to worry about a cat fight breaking out. But tonight is freestyle, female free. But before we get started, y'all know I always start the show off with thanking you good folks for your likes, your shares, your views, and of course, your hard-earned pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and 50-cent pieces. Because I realize you don't have to do it, man. You don't have to watch these goddamn streams. You don't have to like them. You don't have to share them. You don't have to sub to this channel. And you definitely don't have to drop your hard-earned coins on this platform. But you good folks choose to do so, man. Night after night, week after week, you are here when you can be any damn where. And I want you to know, man, I don't take you lightly, man. I never have and I never will. You got my word on that. I'm humbled. I'm honored. I'm appreciative, man, and I'm thankful. All right. All right. So let's get at it. This week, I mean, I had some technical difficulties with my shit, man. And these Bluetooth, because I got a few, I got quite a few pairs of, Bluetooth headphones, because I don't really like the wire shit. I got these wired ones over here, but I don't really like them because I like to be able to get up, all right, and walk away from this motherfucker from time to time. And I was having some problems. So I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I'm going to give y'all a little tip about what you can do when you have problems with your Bluetooth. And that's what was going on. I thought it was my audio driver, but it wasn't my audio driver. What it was my Bluetooth driver. Now, I tried to update it, but that didn't work either. Because see, I run Windows 10 Pro. That's what I have on my computer. I have Windows 10 Pro on this computer. My other computer, I think my older computers got 8.1, and all the rest of them, because I got like 4. And the rest of them, they got Windows 10 Pro as well. But what I discovered about Windows 10 is that it is prone to Bluetooth problems, the Bluetooth drivers and shit like that. So I did all this bullshit. I did all the updates. I did all that shit, and nothing worked. I mean, absolutely nothing worked. So what I did is I went on the because I got a Dell workstation. I got a pretty good sized laptop. It's a workstation. It does like multiple things, and I could not figure out what the fuck was going on. So I went to the Dell website and I looked it up, and they was like, check your motherboard. So what I did, of course, I had to take my panel off, go inside of it, and all I did was I unplugged the motherboard and just let it be unplugged for like 10 seconds. And then I plugged it back up, right? I took the battery out of it, unplugged the motherboard, let it stay unplugged for like 10, 15 seconds, plugged the motherboard back up, put the panel and shit back on, put the battery back in, and restarted my computer. And when I restarted it, it came on. And guess what? When it came on, and my goddamn Bluetooth was back. And it was crazy because I fucking went out and not went out, but I ordered this this is a Zex MTE. And what it is let me see if I can get it up there. The green screen got it fading out, but it's a Zex MTE. And what this does is this is a Bluetooth dongle, because I thought my shit was fucked up. So of course, I mean, that night I fucking ordered this shit, and I don't even need this now because my Bluetooth is working again. But what this does, this is if your Bluetooth ever fucks up on you, you can use this as a backup. This is what I wish I would have had the other night. If your Bluetooth fucks up on you in the middle of a stream, you can go ahead and put this Bluetooth dongle in one of your USBs. And if you like me, I mean, shit, all my USB ports are taken. So I have a couple of these right here. This right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. The camera may not catch it. This right here is see that? Shit. I don't want to disconnect it because a lot of my shit is hooked up to it. But that right there is like it's a multi USB adapter. It plugs into one of your USB ports, and you can have 4, 6, 8 different USB hookups. So that's a little something to invest in, and they don't cost that much, man. They're like $15, $20. All right. This right here, I think this was like $9. All right. So you take this, you plug it into one of your USB ports, and now you can go ahead and pair this to this, and you'll have Bluetooth on the fly, when your goddamn Bluetooth driver kind of fucks up. All right. So, yeah, this is something good to invest in, man, especially if you have Windows 10 Pro. Who the fuck is calling me, man? Tell these folks do not call me at this time, but they do it anyway. Yeah, but like I was saying, like if your Bluetooth driver fucks up, and it probably will if you have Windows 10, because Windows 10, and that's all the Windows 10, because my ass lazy. I haven't upgraded to Windows 11 yet. I actually like Windows 10. It suits what I do. I have Windows 10 on my work computer, so I'm kind of stuck on Windows 10. So if you have Windows 10, you're probably going to run into some Bluetooth problems. If not today, tomorrow, next week, next year, I don't give a shit how new your computer is. Windows 10 is prone to Bluetooth problems. All right. I wish I had known that before I bought this goddamn computer. All right. I paid more than $3,000 for this motherfucker. If I'd have knew that the fucking Windows 10 was apt for fuck ups, all right, in the Bluetooth, I probably wouldn't have bought it, but I got it now. So now I have this dongle or dangle, whatever it's called. And if your Bluetooth driver fucks up in Windows 10, which is prone to do, it's likely to do, go ahead, buy you one of these. This is like $9-10. If your Bluetooth goes out, you can have this to rock out until you get it fixed, get your driver updated, or do like I did, take the motherfucker apart, disconnect your battery and your fucking motherboard, and hook it all back up, and it'll probably come back on. More than like, I know mine's did. I mean, I hooked it up, it came right back on. So, two good investments, man, for your shit, man. This Bluetooth dongle and this shit here that y'all can't see. Oh yeah, well, y'all can see it. There it is. It's a multi-port, USB adapter. If you got a lot of shit running to your shit like I do, you definitely need one. All right. All right. So that's enough computer talk. But like I was saying, tonight we are playing the ridiculous race game, and I'm going to put the email in the chat because tonight we're going to do it a little different. If you want to come up, I told you tonight, it's female free. Whatever women that want to participate, you must participate from the chat, ladies. Okay? If you want to participate, you will be participating from the chat. Now, like I said, I'm going to do one with just the women, probably next week. But tonight, we're not going to have any women on the stage. Now, I'll say this. Women, I implore you that if you want to ask questions or make a suggestion, that's fine too. If you want to, though, you probably want to do it in the form of a super chat so we can all see it and notice it, all that kind of stuff. But tonight, it's going to be all dudes, all right? All brothers going to be up here tonight as we play the ridiculous race game. We're going to mix it up a little bit, do things a little differently than we normally do. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it tonight, man. And probably next week, I'm going to do one with the ladies, just all women. So, at least 2 or 3 cat fights will probably break out. If y'all was here the last time we did the ridiculous race game, a cat fight broke out on the stage, and and I let it go. Of course, I let it go only because it was it was black woman and a white woman. That's the only reason why I let it go. If it was 2 black women, I probably would have stopped it. If it was 2 white women, I probably would have stopped it. But being that it fell right in line with the ridiculous race game, I went ahead and let it go, man. Yeah, I went ahead and let it go. And I think it was more than one. I think it was a cat fight, then it stopped, then it was another cat fight, and there you have it. Oh, Ragnarok is here. Now I'm going to put this link in the chat, but I'm only putting it in there for Ragnarok because I said I would, because he asked me the other day. So if your name ain't fucking Ragnarok, don't fucking hit the link. Because see, once he hit it, I'm taking it out. Anybody else that want to come up here, gotta fucking email me. All right. So go ahead, take the link, Ragnarok, so I can take it out the chat. Cause motherfuckers is stupid. So you can't really, just put the link in the chat for Negroes. See, I like to screen my entries. Don't just come in. You must be screened. All right. Oh, good look on that Cash App, brother A Truism. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that Cash App before the show even start, my brother. When you drop coins on this platform, you get this. I appreciate you dropping your hard-earned coins on this platform. Appreciate that, brother A Truism. But yeah, tonight, no broads on the stage tonight. No broads. But I will let the ladies participate from the chat. All right. Because it's going to be the same way when I do the ladies one. It's going to be all ladies up here of different stripes. You know how we do it. And the brothers will be able to participate from the chat. But tonight we're doing the brothers. Ragnarok is here. So this link is gone. Poof. Go ahead and bring him up. Ragnarok, what's good with it, man?
What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? Are you ready to play the ridiculous race game?
Yes, I am. I've watched a few episodes already you've been doing.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get you up here because I always have somebody new, at least one new person. The other people are old, they've been on one before, whatever, but I always like to have at least one new face up here. Just seems to be better if I have at least one rookie up here. So that's why I want, and it doesn't hurt that you're white. That doesn't hurt either.
I got some native in the back, but I'd be accused of being a $5 Indian if I,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know how we do this, right? I'm going to see if anybody wants to come in before we get started, but you know how we do this, right? You know how we kind of play this, right?
Yeah, I've seen a few different ways you played it out.
Yeah, there's not really any real rules. I just kind of make them up as I go along, There is that. All right, let me see. Let me get my clock ready too, because we do some clock stuff. So let me bring the big clock up as well. So I have that in the background, ready to fire up. But like I said, anybody that wants to come up and play the ridiculous race game, y'all know what to do. Hit that email. It's profitoftthought@yahoo.com. That's profitoftthought, one word, no caps, yahoo.com. And like I said, tonight, it's the men only, the brothers only. There will be no broads on the stage tonight. I know y'all are used to when we do these ridiculous race games, there's usually a couple girls on. Tonight, no girls, man. This like the Little Rascals, man. It's the no girl shit tonight, man. Tonight the women will be merely spectators. Now, the ladies can ask questions from the chat if they like by way of super chat. They can also make suggestions from the chat. They can also answer questions. But but it is the limit. No women up here tonight. No women at all on the stage tonight. But if you ladies want to be on next week's Ridiculous Race Game, just hit my email and say, look, X, I want to play the race game next week, and we'll rock out. Because like I said, I'm going to try to do all ladies next week. All right, ladies? All right. So let me ask you, Ragnarok,
Mhm.
what do you think of the ones we've done so far? Because I think this is number 6. So what do you think of the ones we've done thus far?
I think it's actually good in the sense, like the philosophical sense is like you're turning the concept of racism into comedy
Mm-hmm.
from not just from one angle but all angles. So it honestly starts breaking down barriers between people who get all sensitive and shit. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, man, because we gotta admit, brother, some of this racism shit, man, is just totally ridiculous.
Oh,
It's totally ridiculous, man.
bro,
Some of this is totally
the demand for racism is a lot less than the supply.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think that we have a tendency, man, to we want to distribute racism out, wholesale, right? And a lot of times when we're trying to distribute it out, man, it's not even warranted. And
Yeah,
I,
well, a lot of it. If you watch Bernard Riley's show this morning, Hood was on there.
mhm,
They did a segment. They were talking about how like it's just like they were specifically talking about like the whole Disney thing and the shit in Florida. I'm not gonna get into the minutia of politics, but I also see it as like a lot of like I'll listen to a leftist or anything, right? But
mhm,
a lot of their narratives is based off hating on it's revenge against whites, revenge against straights, and revenge against whites. Oh no,
yeah,
wait. No, so whites,
mm,
straights, and pretty much anything they can come up with at this fucking point.
yeah. I mean, and my thing is this. I mean, there's no secret. It's no secret that racism exists. I mean, but people talk about racism like it's some new shit that it just got invented, like last week or last month or some shit. Like, and this is the thing, man. This is the most important part. Racism isn't going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, man. So you're either going to deal with it or not. And that's just it, right? A lot of us talk about racism that we've never even freaking endured or dealt with, man. I mean, we
Yeah,
talk. I mean, you listen to some people, man, you would think that every day of their damn life they walking out the house and something racially suspect is happening to them and shit. And that's just bullshit, man. It is.
personally, I've dealt with some hardcore racism, but I'm not gonna be like a bitch about it.
You mean you've dealt with racism, man, and you're not on here crying about
Well,
it every other goddamn day?
no, I dealt with it in the moment. I put the guy in traction because he was attacking me because I'm not melanated.
Mm.
And that was that. I don't need to keep whining. He tried to assault me and commit a hate crime, and I was like, not having it.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, I'm not gonna go around bitching and bitching. There's no point. Why waste my precious energy?
At some point, man, some point we gotta figure out, man, that shit fucks up in our lives. I mean, there's a lot of messed up things in life, man. And racism has happens to be one of those things, but it seems like the more racism you look for, the more of it you find too. Um,
That's exactly how energy works. The more you seek a specific kind, you'll find it.
yeah, man. You know, I mean, how many times do you really endure, some heavy duty racism. And I don't mean, a lot of people think that, well, they think the wholesale racism matters, right? They think it all matters, if they see somebody who's dealt with some racism, on television, they try to live vicariously through that person. So that I don't understand. That
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I don't get it either, buddy. So, are you familiar with my avatar?
not really. And
So,
if
do
you
you know?
hold on a second, if you
Mhm.
ask for the link, check your emails, brothers, and check your spam too, man. Go ahead, brother Ragnarok. You got
So, if you're familiar with Warhammer 40K, it's like a hobby thing. It's
it.
like this sci-fi universe type thing. Mini wargaming. I read the books. I don't really do the gaming.
No, okay.
So that guy is the Emperor of Mankind. He united all of humanity, and so it's the 40th millennium. We're the second millennium right now, right? The 2000s. So year 41,000. Okay. Essentially, all humanity is one blob working together of all kinds, and
Mm-hmm.
they're extremely racist against anything that's alien. They literally exterminate them off whole planets just to colonize. Doesn't matter what kind of human you are, the human empire will rise.
Wow.
So even in the future, there is racism.
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, there's always going to be that. I mean, there's going to be. I believe it would be some degree of racism or colorism or whatever. If everybody on this planet was the same color, it would still be something. We would be divided by something else. All right.
Religion.
Yeah, we'd be divided by religion. We'd be divided by looks, height, hair,
Yeah,
weight.
if we met aliens, we might unite, and then we'd be like extremely xenophobic towards them.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, there's not a lot you can do, man. I mean, some shit, man, just is what it is. And I was talking about this the other night, and we were, well, I was because I was up here by my damn self. Um, I was talking about inherited trauma, and you know, we've been told over the course of many, many years that
I
black
saw
folks,
that.
we got this
I saw the
inherited
whole thing.
trauma and all this old kind of crap. And I
It's
made a
well,
joke. I made a joke out of it. You know me, I made a joke out of the shit. But
well, you know
but
the Irish, right?
yes,
It's
yes.
not like I. So before the English ever came out to the New World, the Americas, they were enslaving the Irish. There's a reason they got
Hmm.
the Irish fighting sticks, the shillelagh. It's
Hmm.
because they banned letting Irishmen use swords in case of
Hmm.
rebellion. So yeah, we were de facto underclass,
Hmm.
and they enslaved a lot of us to build all those crazy ships they had. Oh yeah, Britain had the biggest armada navy in the entire world at one point. Guess who built it? So yeah, I'm gonna wake up every day with dreams of trauma, being whipped, building ships because I'm part Irish. No. Oh
Oh shit!
shit!
I
I
told you it
can't
was
use
like
a sword. I'm
I told
filthy
you, man.
English.
I I spoke about my dad, right? Because my dad told me when I was like 14 or 15, he told me that he had got like, like in a bad accident, like 5, 6 years before I was born.
Yeah, I
And I
saw
said,
that.
damn, I mean, I never felt none of the trauma because I never knew about it. So there was no way for me to, claim the trauma of my dad's accident, either before or after I learned of it. I mean, and you would think if I was going to inherit any trauma, I would inherit it from the person who was a direct contributor to my, genetic makeup. But I never felt the thing. I never felt a thing.
That's funny.
So all that kind of bullshit, man, to me is just ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Ergo, the ridiculous race game.
Like
Some of this is stupid,
you know how some people are like, oh, they're trying to stop teaching the history that slavery happened. People don't realize that's not true. They'll
yeah,
they'll still teach it. They just don't want you to teach you the part where you should hate current white people today who didn't do it. It's
yeah. I
but like
man, I
I
think
think
all that shit is
I think
overblown.
whatever it is, X, if somebody is gonna blame something, like look, Say they pass reparations like they are in California, right? You know what that tells me? If I was white living in California, it means you want to put a tax on me for being just born white. I had no
Mm,
say. I didn't do what they
mm.
claim. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of people don't see that side of the argument. Like,
Well, the whole the whole reparations thing, I have a whole different view on that shit. I guess people are owed something. I mean, I guess some people are owed something. My main problem with reparations is, why would you give it to like someone like me? If you drive 20 minutes from my damn house, man, there are people sleeping on the fucking ground. So it's
yeah,
like,
they're literally of all races too. So,
yeah, yeah. I mean, a
I
lot.
I find our current day society argues about such pointless stuff when we could actually be arguing about real problems, like how my generation, being millennial,
Mhm.
we so boomers only needed to work 2 years to earn enough wage to buy a house back when they were in their 20s. Gen
Mhm.
X had to work 10.
Mhm.
My generation had to work 15. Guess what the Generation Z has to do now? They need to work 20 years
Yeah.
of work. And this is not minimum. This is like a middle class, okay?
Yeah.
At 20 years of that, and then they could own a house. So, like, I think people need to stop talking about race, sexuality, gender, all this pointless shit. We're dealing with a crisis where the youth can't even buy a house. That's a tragedy.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to get deterred, um, and veer off and start talking about race and all this other kind of shit
Right.
when at the end of the day, right, you are who you are, despite of what people think of you, despite of what society thinks of you, despite of what you think of yourself. What you see in the mirror is what you have. This is what you have to work with. So if you're gonna sit around and fucking pity yourself and feel sorry for yourself because of what you see in the mirror, you're never gonna be able to focus on, taking care of your family, taking care of
Hmm.
yourself,
Hmm.
building a life for yourself. You're never going to be able to focus on that because you're too focused on what's in the mirror, and how people don't accept it or accept you or accept people like you, or they're not going to let you do X, Y, and Z because of what you look like and all that kind of nonsense. So, I mean, I've never fell into that, man. I guess because of who I was raised by. I mean, my old man, he didn't believe in that shit, man. He didn't believe in, you can't do this and you can't do that simply because of what you look like or what your color is. He always told me whatever you're not going to be able to do you're not going to be able to do it because you don't have the fucking skills. You're not qualified to do it. You don't
Right.
have the ability to do it. Has nothing to do with what you look like. And he used to tell us all the time, you can do whatever you want to do, son, if you're willing to put in the fucking work to get it done. That's what I was raised on, man, and that's what I tell my kids. That's what I tell my grandkids. I will not allow them to walk around here and say, "Oh, I can't do this because of the color of my skin." Man, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You wanna think that? Don't live in my house. Go live in somebody else's house. All right. You think
Yeah,
that way? You live in the wrong house.
one thing I'd like to say, and this is also like specifically for the chat and yourself, Solzhenitsyn, Alexander Solzhenitsyn, he's a dissident of communist Russia, right? Back in the day.
Hmm.
He wrote something down that hit me so hard. He said, the only way society will ever get better is if one individual decides to better himself. And this is like a paraphrase, right? Not the exact quote. Trying to remember it all. He said that so if every individual decides on their own free will to better themselves, they will. They will stop following the collective. They will choose to better themselves, and then they will meet other people who want to better themselves, and it'll spread, kind of like a
Yes.
positive disease. So,
Yes.
individuality, where people want to help each other, and first help yourself, then
Hmm.
help others help each other, and then you literally just built a community.
Yeah.
It happens. That's an organic form. So like when I see people thinking in collectives too much, and he preached against this, Solzhenitsyn, collectives forget about the individual, which is the heart of healing any society.
Yeah. And I know we often get up here and because this is YouTube and YouTube is like the fucking Sims, and a lot of a lot of this stuff, man, it's taken way too seriously. All right, this YouTube shit, and it seems like the effects of bigotry, discrimination, and prejudice are amplified on here because people will tell you, "Oh man, I up there talking to those white people, talking this shit in front of white people." What are you talking about? White people run fucking YouTube. Like whenever you get on here, you're in front of white people. Like, look, unless they got this program that kind of blocks white folks out, and if you have that, please send me the link so I can get it too, because I may want to block white folks every now and then. But people amplify everything on YouTube, right? It's amplified. People, and not just YouTube. I don't want to just pick out YouTube specifically, but on media in general, everything is amplified. All right. If you listen to some of the stuff that you hear up here, look at some of the stuff you see up here, you would swear up and down that the KKK is marching down every block. You would swear up and down that the Aryan Nation is at every store. You would swear up and down that the goddamn the prejudiced white folks is just waiting for Negroes to come out their house and kill them. If you, especially, that's why I don't fuck with shit like Facebook, man. I stay away from that Facebook shit, man. I have a Facebook fan group. I don't even freaking check it. I don't monitor it or nothing. The girls, they monitor it. My wife and Teach, they monitor. I'm not even an admin on my own shit, my own group. Cause I don't even want to see that shit, man. I don't go check it. I don't look at it. I don't nothing. If somebody write me, it's all X, I want to get into the group, I go ahead and I tell one of the girls, and they'll go ahead. I'll be like, "Well, such and such wrote me. He want to get into the group. Let him in." I mean, because I just stay the fuck away from it, man. Because it's just ridiculous.
You bring up a really good point that like social media amplifies the negatives,
Mm-hmm.
and when you go out into the world, it's like, what the fuck? It's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's disorienting, and your mind is in this weird place. And like say say you're a brother, you go and you've been spending weeks upon weeks looking at social media, thinking the entire world is racist. You live in a white supremacist Islam. You go
Mm-hmm.
outside and this, that, and the third, and the fucking white dude passes you a blunt, the circle. What are
Yeah.
you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Call him the C word?
Yeah.
Like come on, like.
Yeah. He hands you the blunt and shit and be like, "Here, man." And you just stop and freeze. It's like one of those moments when time stands still. You know how on TV, time
Yeah.
stands still.
He's like, and
And
then
they
you see his thought process. He's like, did this white boy poison it? Is he trying to be out for me?
Did the white boy put some bullshit in the weed? God damn it. Yes, Lady Alice. It's going to be all men tonight. Next week, I'm doing all women. You better have your little 4 foot behind here, too. You hear me?
Yeah, today's misogyny day. Next week is
Yes.
misandry day.
Yes. Yes. You better have your little 4 foot behind, because Alice is like 4 foot tall and shit. You better have your little 4 foot behind here, Alice. You better, god damn it. I will fill your damn email box up if you don't. But yeah, man. I mean, it's some of this stuff is just totally ridiculous. Brother TVA is in the house. Come on up here, TVA. I know you want to come up here and talk some shit, man. Come on up here, man. I know you do.
Me and TVA have our differences, but to be honest, I would rather talk to somebody I have differences with, because then I learn more.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Brother TVA, man. I don't always agree with him, but I can say that about every motherfucker on YouTube. But I mean, I like Brother TVA. I think he's a bright guy, man. I think he's bright. He stands on his fucking square. And he'll go toe to toe with anybody: liberal, conservative, Republican, Democrat, independent, black, white, blue, green, yellow. He don't give a shit. I mean, he'll stand on
Yeah,
his
I'll
square.
I'll
I
I'll
respect it.
respect that about him. Like, yeah, in the past he's thrown some racial slurs at me, but I'm not somebody to be sensitive about that. People grow, people change. It's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right, man. I mean, some people like to throw racial slurs. You know,
He's got free speech.
some people like throwing racial slurs. God damn it, they like throwing racial slurs. But that's why we have the ridiculous race game. See, all that racist shit is good here. You can be as racist on here. You can be as racist as you want up here. This is your time to be as racist as a motherfucker. All right. And see, that's the thing, though, brother Ragnarok. I put these streams together for people to be as racist as they fucking want to be. And guess what? The racism is actually pretty low. The level of racism on here is really low.
I noticed.
Have you noticed that you got a forum where I'll allow your ass to be as racist as hell, and everybody's pretty low with the racism. Their racism levels are pretty, low to moderate. I'm like, damn, this is your time to be racist as hell. And now everybody they kind of be a little PC when they talk. Especially when it's
Like
a mixture of people up here.
they're hesitant, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, me, I don't know, man. I don't really want to LARP as some Nazi, because then my black wife will be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Ah! Oh yeah, that's right. You're married. You're married to a black woman, right? You're
Yes,
married to a black woman. You have a black daughter, right? Am I getting the information correct? You have a black daughter.
she's mixed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she's half black and half whatever the hell you are.
Hmm.
Um, does that pose problems for you? I mean, as I guess you probably look more white than Indian, right?
Oh yeah, man. I look like a typical Viking.
Okay. So
Yeah.
is that a problem for you when you go out with your wife and your daughter? Do you get the funny
Uh,
looks?
so I actually have three wives, but this wife is black.
Hmm.
Yes, you heard that correctly. No. The only time we get funny looks is actually from black women towards her.
Mm.
Yeah. They
Mm.
look at her like she's a race traitor or some shit. You can see it in their fucking eyes.
Wow.
And it pisses her
Wow.
off. It pisses her off. And her family, back on the mainland, like, she's actually Zulu, right? Um, the tribe over there is actually extremely racist against me.
Mm.
Like, they're pro killing all the white people in South Africa right now, and it's true. It's happening over there. I know from people who go there. It is very true what's going on over there. They are putting white people in what you could call rudimentary camps, like slums and shit.
Mm.
The worst kind of shit, man. And
So
people who deny that, man, I tell them, man, go shaft yourself.
so your wife family, her family is like that towards you? Like, are they like that towards you?
If I visit over there, like her immediate family, no, but her like extended family, yeah, they would put me in a camp and kill me.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
oh yeah. So like I make this joke with some brothers I know, right? And I'm like, I know what it's like for you when you date a white girl and their dad is racist. It's like, what the fuck you mean? And I explain to them, and they're like, oh.
So, well, knowing that, you still you still went ahead and married the woman, no, with
Yes,
knowing all of that.
yes, sir.
Wow, wow. So them being really prejudiced towards you, it never made you and her sit down and say, look, your family wants to kill me. If I go there, they'll probably hang me up or they'll murder me or something like that. So
We made the decision that we wouldn't visit there.
hmm
Yeah, she used to visit a lot.
hmm
She don't want to no more. She don't like that shit. She's the
wow.
kind of girl that's against racism on all sides type deal.
So
So
I'm assuming she's got to be somewhat estranged from her family then, right? Being that they want to kill her husband.
not the immediate family, but the extended, yes.
Mm.
Yeah. Like they actually hate how my daughter is mixed race. And that's honestly why my wife is against racism against both sides, because her daughter's both. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying?
Mm. Wow. That's that's tough. I mean, my wife is black. All right. Me and my wife, she may be a shade lighter than my ass, maybe. But my sons, and everybody knows what I'm about to say. I've told the story a million times.
I've heard
Uh,
this.
I have two sons, right? And both of my sons, um, they married Latino women. Okay. Um, they're not white looking Latinos, but they're pretty high yellow Latinos, I should say. And in the beginning, I was I was against it to a degree. All right. Um, but I understood. All right. But I came to the conclusion that this is what makes my boys happy. So, I'm going to make peace with it. But after a while it didn't even matter anymore. I it didn't even matter anymore. I mean, especially when it comes now, man, my grandkids, man, I'll kill you over this damn.
I bet you looked in your grandkids' eyes and you're like, they have my eyes.
Yeah,
You
they
could
look like me. You know, they do. I mean, they look like me. My firstborn grandson is named after me. So, I mean, those are my babies, man. I will kill you over them fucking kids. Are you kidding me? A surefire way to die is to fuck with those kids. I'll get right on head, blow your fucking head off, and wait for the police to show up.
I
So,
wouldn't even
yeah,
wait for the police to show up if somebody mess with my kid, man. You'd be like, I would just sit somewhere in my backyard, just look at the specific spot under my patio stones.
yeah.
Every now and then, I'd be like, yeah, that
Those,
was you.
those my babies. I mean, three of my
Uh,
grandbabies are, three of my grandbabies are mixed race. Three of them are. I
yeah.
have six in total, but three of them are, they're half Latino. And I don't give a shit. All right.
That's
And
where the
anybody
war.
that
That
don't like
okay. So now we done found a warm spot. That's where that warm spot is for them white folk. I knew it was somewhere. I
what
knew
do
it
you
was
mean?
somewhere. I knew
Warm
it was
spot.
somewhere.
You just
I'm just
speak
messing
on
with you, man.
again. You got to interrupt, don't
I'm
you?
just messing with you, bro.
It's all good.
Those my little heads right there, boy. I'll put your ass
Right.
down over them. Yeah, I'm
That's
laying you
fine.
down. I will lay you down over my
Fuck yeah,
babies.
man.
Yeah, I'll lay
Like
you down.
Yeah,
me,
that's
me,
okay.
it brought a sense of enlightenment after my girl was born. Cause like I used to be all about like, yo, what the fuck is all with this anti-white racism? Then when my girl was born, I'm like, okay, I'm against both kinds of racism, like a motherfucker now. Cause that's my girl. She's both sides,
What exactly is anti-white racism? What is that? Can you give me an example of
uh,
that?
you you've seen plenty of examples, buddy.
It shouldn't be that hard for you to do. Who is this? Ragnarok?
Yes,
This
sir,
Ragnarok, and we
indeed.
got
Oh wow.
Cyber Toxin up here as well, who's really quiet, man. What's good with it? Cyber Toxin, man. What you got on it, man? You're muted.
He's probably sipping some water.
You're muted.
Yeah, I was muted.
What's
I
good
was
with
just
it, man?
trying not to interrupt. Oh, not much. I don't have a whole lot of input on the current topic. I'm not married.
Are you white? You white? Are you
Officially, yes.
white? Officially. He said officially.
Here we go. See, they want to play games now. But when they get that census in the mail, they know what to bubble in.
Oh,
Are
fuck's
you
sake,
They
trying
want to play
TVA.
games when that
Hey,
census comes
hold
around.
on a second. Hold on a second. TVA, are you trying to include everybody else in what
When
I
you go
just
to
said
the
myself?
tribal, when you go to the DMV, what
Shut up and
ethnicity do you
listen.
willingly
If you
fill in?
can you listen?
What ethnicity do you willingly choose when
I'm
you
not
go to
going
the
to speak
DMV?
to you if you don't listen.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Are you seriously trying to include everybody that you don't like along with me because I just said something you don't like?
No, sir. I'm just asking that when you go
Well,
to
you're
the
not holding
DMV
an
or any other
individual
government place,
perspective.
and you are
Well,
asked for your
hold on,
ethnicity.
hold on. I usually wait till like the middle of the ridiculous
My
race
bad.
game
I
to
was just
start
flowing.
this.
My bad,
But
sir.
TVA don't wait for
absolutely
anybody.
not. No. This is fine. I'm willing to
TVA
give
don't want to
y'all
wait for anybody.
5 minutes of foolishness. 5 minutes of foolishness. Like I said, I usually wait till the middle, but we can get it on right now if y'all want. We can
I
get
don't
the
know why
5
the brother would need 5 minutes to answer that question.
Well, look,
I mean, but we can do it.
so you mind if I say something
Oh, I
next?
already
So,
answered.
Go ahead.
So I want to direct this to TVA. TVA, I would have a hell of a lot more respect for you if you don't talk over people.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, but in
But
5
can I
minutes,
ask you the same question?
5 minutes of foolishness, you're allowed. You're allowed to talk over people.
Okay, right.
So
let me ask both of you this question.
reiterate your question.
When both of you go to any government office or whatever the hell, and you're filling out any paperwork, when you are asked, what is your ethnicity? What do you willingly choose?
Human.
That's not an option, and you know it. See, and I want the audience to see
Yeah,
this.
and that's why I don't
They
get
like to play
jobs.
coy.
It's called it's called
Okay,
other.
let's just get at it. Let's just stop it right now. God damn it. Let's get it on right now. Who wants 5 minutes of foolishness first? Who wants first? God damn it. Who wants it?
Let the fire burn.
So like I said to you, once you're done with your question, don't be like, "Ooh, audience, look." No. Just shut up and let us answer.
Well, no, we're not gonna tell them how to talk. I need you to answer the question. If you're not gonna answer the question, we're playing games.
Do you want 5 minutes of foolishness?
We'll answer your question.
Brother TVA, do you want 5 minutes of foolishness?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
With who? With who?
Both of them. They can both stay. We can do it. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
And I will let them go. I will let them talk. I promise I will let you
5 minutes of foolishness. There's no rules. There's
can
nothing.
we get 7? Can we vote for the audience? Can we get 7? Or maybe
we'll do a 5, bro. Come on.
Okay, since it's 2 of you, but okay, go ahead. You guys can't ramble though. Like you can't just ramble and you can't hog the time. There's 2 of you, but go ahead.
Did you say you want 7? Did you say?
I'm a step. I will bogart when I need to. Y'all know. I'm gonna speak.
All
so
right.
let's go. Let's do it.
All right. 5.
But you can't ramble.
Minutes of foolishness starting right now.
Here we go, Cyber.
Can I get an answer to that basic question, please?
I would like to start out by answering the first question that was asked of me before TVA started his own 5 minutes.
No, you're talking to TVA. You're talking to me. Answer my question, please. You can answer that question afterwards. Write it down.
Well, what is your question?
Okay?
Do you expect me to pay attention to your questions?
Why would I pay attention
to your questions? You don't pay attention to the answers.
Why would I answer?
You just talk over people.
Why did you agree to do this? Then
Maybe I already answered your question. Maybe I already answered it and you didn't hear because you have your head up your ass.
What ethnicity do you choose?
It's really strange how you could ever fit your foot in your mouth, but you seem to do both at the same time. I'm not surprised you're floating.
That's a burn.
That's letting you talk.
So
that's
TVA,
letting you talk, sir. That's
TVA,
letting you talk, and you did not answer my question. What ethnicity do you
haven't asked a question worth answering, have you?
What ethnicity do you willingly choose, sir? This is a basic question. Come on, let's stop playing games. And everyone's watching. You guys hear this. They're playing games.
You want to know what I choose?
You don't know what ethnicity is, okay? T.P.O.T asked me my race, and now you're trying to change it to ethnicity.
When you
know what happens when you have a constant diet of words,
/ethnicity you are, what do you willingly choose?
TVA, you gotta stop talking over people. God damn it!
Then answer the question. Stop playing games.
Let's stop saying answer the fucking question. You can listen.
It doesn't matter what I say, because you just want to project what you intend. So I've already answered the question. You just haven't heard it because it doesn't match up with what
answer
you're
it again
willing
for
to
the people.
hear.
Answer it one more time for the people, in case they didn't hear.
It's not about the
The
people. It's
people
about
heard
you.
me when I answered T.P.O.T.
We can't even get them
And
to
you
admit
weren't
they're white.
accepting of the answer.
They don't.
Because
Why
it
don't they
doesn't
want
fit
to
your
accept being
narrative.
white? Why don't they want to accept
TVA,
being white?
TVA, stop talking to
Why
the audience
don't
like
they
they give a
want to
fuck
accept
about
their
your
race?
opinion.
Who
See,
said
Think
I
about
don't
this.
accept being
Now,
white?
hang on. They claim to not have white
They-
blood, but they
they
seem
claim-
to
Speak
not.
to
Why don't
me,
they want to claim
coward.
whiteness?
Speak to me, you
Why
coward.
don't they want to claim
Come
who
on.
they are?
One sec,
They-
Cyber. I got this.
Why are you
TVA,
disowning your people?
TVA, shut the
Are you
fuck up right
ashamed
now.
of your people?
TVA,
Are
shut
you
You don't
ashamed
have
of
it,
who
bro.
you are?
TVA,
You
You
sound
shut
don't
ashamed.
even
I'm
the
black.
fuck
I
conversation.
choose
up.
black. I choose black every time. Every fucking time I'm asked, I choose black/African American, non-Hispanic. Okay?
Right.
I don't play
And in
fucking
doing
games.
so, people who devise the persona of that label now control
When you get the census in the mail, what do you pick?
I don't fill out the census in the mail.
I don't even look at the census. Fuck that noise.
When you fill out any sort of paperwork, what do you pick for
I
ethnicity
don't fill out
/race?
any sort of paperwork.
None.
So
None.
you have never been asked this question in your entire life, and you've never answered that question in your entire life.
Well,
That's what
you
you're
were
saying to
asked-
the
you
people
were asking
right now.
me
Is that
about
what the fuck you're
concurrent-
claiming? That you have never in your life answered the question what race /ethnicity
Oh,
you are?
okay, so now we're
TVA, if you're
going
gonna
back
act,
to
look,
ever in my
Cyber,
life?
one sec, Cyber, one sec,
Why are we
TVA.
talking about
Can
ever
you
in
let
my
Cyber
life
speak?
now? You
I
were
wish we
talking
could let
about a
Cyber
concurrent
speak.
behavior.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I wish you would let people speak,
What do
TVA.
you pick? What do
You
you
were
pick?
talking about a concurrent behavior, and now you want to go
What
all
do
the way
you
back to
choose?
ever in my life?
I
Are you
detect a
serious?
lot of strag behavior.
Since you
Well,
rarely
what
done
it
it or
is-
never
what
done
it
it,
is,
we gotta pick
Ragnarok,
one
is
that
emotion.
one time. I'm
He's
sure you
trying to
answered
straight
that
up,
question
man.
one
sentiment.
time. What
He
did you
can't.
pick?
He can't separate.
And he can't
I'm
handle
sure you've been
listening
asked that question
because it
one
doesn't
time
match
in
his
your life.
feelings.
What did you pick?
And he's conflicted with his own feelings.
I'm
Because-
conflicted. I'm
Well, he
black.
keeps asking.
I am
He
black
keeps asking
/
questions,
African American,
but he
non-Hispanic. That's
expects
what
a
the fuck I am.
specific.
What are you?
TVA, you keep asking
What are
questions,
you?
but you already expect a specific
You
question.
sound guilty, sir. You sound guilty.
I
You
sound
sound guilty.
guilty. I am guilty.
He's ashamed of his whiteness.
As an
He's
act.
ashamed of his
What
whiteness,
was the
people.
act? What is
I'm
He's
the
not
act
ashamed
ashamed.
of his
being
whiteness,
guilty?
and he's ashamed
What
of
is
the
the
fact
act?
that you know what?
What is
No,
the
he's
charge?
ashamed of the fact that he doesn't have white babies.
What is
You
the
weren't good enough
charge?
to have
It's
any
not
white
just all
babies, were you?
guilty. Everybody's guilty in
You
a
had to
sense.
go to
What
a poor
charge? What are you
African country
talking
to find a
about?
girlfriend. Is that what you told us? Is that what you
Bro,
said?
you are hitting under the belt, sir.
So you
What
couldn't get
are
a
you
hot
talking
blonde,
about?
blue-eyed blonde. You weren't good enough to get a
You
hot blonde.
couldn't
You weren't good enough
say
to
a
get a
whole
Stacey
fucking
over here. You
paragraph
had to go to a
without
third
stuttering.
world country to get a poor African
You're
chick. That's what you
emotional.
had to
You
do.
don't always talk like
And
that,
you're
TVA.
ashamed of who you
You
are.
don't
Why are you
always
ashamed of who
lose
you
your
are?
shit. Sometimes you're
Are
able
you
to
white?
form
Are you white
sentences
like
and
the
make
Boers
sense.
in South Africa? What are
Sometimes
you?
you're able to listen, but you don't want to do it right now because you're scared.
They're running away from who they are. They're running away from who they are.
Right. So
Yo,
are
Running
you
away from who
accusing?
X,
Are
can
you
you do me a
accusing?
Brother, I'm
favor?
going to say this. I'm going to say this.
Are you
Shut the
accusing the
fuck up.
white men
typing
of
some
hating
very
You haven't
themselves?
stopped
Ragnarok
saying
was typing some
anything. It's
really
all
racist
Yo,
shit in your
X,
chat a few
X,
days
mute him.
ago.
X,
I'm gonna take
just mute him.
screenshots
Just
and I'm gonna
fucking
do a
mute him.
stream. Since we just
Burn
found
it
out
up.
he
Fucking
had
mute him.
mixed
We're gone.
children.
We'll start
This guy
reflecting on what you've
Ragnarok has
done.
mixed children, apparently. He was typing really racist shit in your chat. That's why I was muting his fucking ass.
Whoa,
I got
really?
plenty of screenshots. And we're gonna do a little fun stream, Ragnarok. We got a surprise stream coming of another example of a racist fucking white man that has mixed kids in his house. So
How am I
now you need to be
racist?
fucking concerned because
How am I
I'm
racist?
concerned now.
I'm
Now
not.
it's for the real. That's time for the real fucking foolishness,
Oh,
motherfucker. I have
foolishness would be
screenshots of what
trying
the
to
fuck you were
include me in
typing
your
in his
Yo,
chat,
psychosis.
and you
X,
apparently
can
have
you
mixed
mute him?
babies in your house. Now,
I'm
do you
dead
want to deny
serious.
you were
X,
typing
mute him. He's
racist
talking
shit?
about my
Well, he
kids.
don't
I'm
need
gonna
to
You
be
beat him to
denying
muted,
the
what you
man.
typed,
goddamn
Ragnarok?
shit.
Are
He
you
just
denying
needs to
what you
stop
typed? You
running
denying
his
what you
mouth.
were
So
typing?
what did he
X,
type, brother
X,
TVA?
No,
what
no.
did, yeah, what did I say? What did I
Surprise
say?
stream. Surprise stream. But I was muting him. It doesn't show up on your stream, so don't worry about it. That's why
Yeah,
I
you
kept him
muted
muted.
me because I was
So it
specifically
doesn't.
pissing you
No,
off because I told you
you'll
my
see, X.
black wife
You'll
was
see, X.
sucking my
You'll see.
dick.
I'm not worried about it. You guys will see. You guys will see. I just want to throw that out there. Anyway, I got to jump down, but wow.
You should drop
Surprise stream,
down.
ladies and gentlemen, coming up.
And
Random
We don't
apparently has
care.
tell me
mixed
what I'm gonna
babies in
see.
his house.
Tell me
You are the
what
And I
I'm
most
gonna
know
see.
for a fact
racist
this is a
motherfucker I've ever met,
racist white
TVA.
supremacist male that you have on your panel. And I'm not saying anything about you. I mean, you allow free speech. I get that. You allow all kinds of people. But this motherfucker, he's friends with Trailer Hood, by the way, guys. One of his buddies is Trailer Hood. I'm gonna throw that out there as a little nugget. He's not denying it. He's not denying it. Now, what is Trailer Hood famous for, ladies and gentlemen? Trailer Hood is famous for making jokes about killing black babies. There's audio of this. Him joking.
If you watched his
That's his
entire
buddy.
stream, you would know
That's a
he
little
was
nugget for
reading
the
a
people.
fucked up book.
Oh, we got a sweet stream coming up, ladies and gentlemen. But I just
Go
want to
ahead,
throw
leave.
that
No, there's
little
a
tasty
sweet
nugget
stream
out there.
going
Dip
right
it in some
now.
ranch.
Leave.
Dip it in
There's
some
a
honey
sweet
mustard,
stream
whatever.
going right
Barbecue
now,
sauce
Ken.
tastes good. That's the
Leave, you
little
little
nugget
fucking
for
gremlin.
you. He's buddies with Trailer Hood. Deny it. Am I lying? Nope.
Buddies.
See you guys later.
Leave.
Have a good one. Thank you, X. I appreciate it.
Peace, brother TV.
Well,
Nobody's thankful you're here. God damn. You know, one sec. I
Okay,
need to have the floor. One sec, Cyber. He hit under the belt. He talked about my children and my wife. If he was in fucking reach, I won't say what I'd do. Okay, nobody talks about my family. Nobody. And he wants to make false accusations of racism. If you really want to know what I was saying my black wife was sucking my dick and laughing at you, TVA, because of your retardedness. He's the kind of collectivist motherfucker who will never think as an individual. Ever. Okay? And I enjoyed watching Undead Chronic roast his ass the other day. Oh, that was so beautiful. Yeah, and for people's information
that shit, man. We gotta stop
and for people's information about Trailer Hood, if you watched his full stream, he was presenting and reading a book. Okay, a lot of people clipped it to make it look like it was just his organic jokes. Mm-hmm. Was it wrong for him to read that out? Sure, you could say that. But is it very wrong to say it's his jokes? Yeah, it is, because that's a lie. Whole fucking lie. Am I going to defend him?
Well,
no, he can defend himself.
I have my issues with that whole thing, and I don't want to go down that.
And I respect that. But point is, he was talking about my family. He's like, oh, he's got mixed kids. Is he South African? Bayor? No. Man, see, he's actually denied what's going on in South Africa before. Literally, actually, on our last debate, me and him, right here. and frankly, him trying to talk about my wife and my mixed kids and then calling me a white supremacist. You really think a white supremacist would get with a black woman? And that's not me hiding behind my black woman. Fuck no. No. I fucking despise TVA now to an extreme extent. If I felt hate for an individual, it's him.
Yeah, I don't agree with that bullshit, man. I mean, because, you know, people's wives and kids and, you know, parents and shit like that, they have nothing to do with what we got going on here. You got a problem with someone.
What Will Smith did when his wife, you know, his wife got a simple joke. Nah, bro, I'd walk up with a sledgehammer if that was TVA being Chris Rock.
Oh shit. You know, I mean, that shit I don't agree with. You know, I mean, leave motherfuckers' kids and wives and, you know, all that shit out of it. They parents. I know up here, motherfuckers like to get up here and talk shit, you know, about your kids and your mama and your daddy and your wife and all that kind of shit. Knowing goddamn well, if you stood in front of any fucking man talking about his kids and his wife, you would probably have to kill that motherfucker because he's probably going to try to kill you. So, I mean, I don't know why people do that, but I think
oh bro, my blood's boiling. Like I'm gonna mute myself for a little second.
All right, media allows for that shit. You know, it allows for it. You know, where you can stand in front of especially a person like me. All right, because I love the people in my family, man. I'm the fucking patriarch because my father is dead. All right, my father's been dead since 2003. I'm the old motherfucker now, so everybody down is underneath me. All right. And you're not going to stand in front of me, man, and talk shit about my wife, my kids, my grandbabies. You're not going to do it, man. I don't give a fuck who you are. Let me repeat. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not going to stand in front of me, man, and talk about my wife or my kids or my grandbabies. You're not going to do it. So you better continue to do it up here. All right? You better continue to do it up here. But everybody knows that because nobody in their right fucking mind, all right, is going to start saying this kind of crap, all right, about your family, about your kids, your wife. They're not going to do it. They're not. All right? They're not. And what media has done, it has given people this fucking avenue, this fucking vice, this vehicle to be ultra fucking disrespectful. Ultra fucking disrespectful. You know, and there's nothing you can do about it. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it. The only thing you can do is separate yourself from the disrespectful motherfuckers. That's all you can do. Don't allow them on your shit. Don't go where they are. Don't be where they be. That's the only thing you can do. You can't stop these fucking people from saying the bullshit they say. You can't stop them. And I'm fine with that. But guess what, man? I don't like that shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. Cause see me, I don't do that shit, man. If I got a problem with you, I'm gonna bring it to your ass. All right? Your wife, your kids,
And
your parents
here's
have nothing to
something.
do with it.
Here's something to be said about TVA. The only person that ruined him is himself.
Well, I like Brother TVA. Like I said, I don't always agree with him. I don't, but I like Brother TVA. He can get a little rowdy at times and say a bunch of shit, but like I said, I can say that about every fucking body on YouTube. So
I wish he could say that to my face. What he
Well,
said.
I think one of the biggest problems in that whole thing is that he came up there intending to speak on sentiment and didn't even have any actual events about me. And he immediately started to talk to me as they. Now, I understand the use of third person pronouns. I don't abuse language. And speaking to me directly, saying they, and trying to hold other people accountable for what I said. You know, in answer to your question, you asked me about my race. I said, you asked if I was white. I said, officially, yes. And he started going off on his sentiments and didn't even want to hear what that means to me. He didn't want to hear anything more than the echoes of what has caused him stress and trouble, because now he has someone to talk to. But he knows
cyber. He's one of those dudes who looks at media all day thinking the world's completely out to
I
get
was
him.
trying to explain how I see it.
We're not going to get into a whole bashing TVA thing. He's gone. He's not here to defend himself.
I'd love to.
If he comes back, he can come back and defend whatever problems y'all got with him. But he's not here to defend himself. So
I was wanting to speak on a larger problem, which is
go ahead.
The degradation of our approach to conflict resolution.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a serious problem because it's being led by emotion. And when people speak on their sentiments that they've harbored for a while, those feelings tend to grow. And if they've based their understanding on those feelings, then what they tell people is going to be larger than what actually happened. It's also going to cause problems with recalling actual events. That's where the hyperbole and the hypocrisy and the character assassinations come from. Mm-hmm. And it's done by the individual because they're in a state of mind that they perceive such a thing from everyone else. Mm-hmm. They believe that everyone else is led by
Brother TVA
emotions.
is back. He's returned.
Oh,
go ahead.
All right, I got a few more minutes. What's the problem? What do you want to say? Get it off.
Can I ask you to apologize?
I was saying it. I see more and more people.
You talked about my wife and my children. I'd like you to apologize.
That lead.
What exactly did I say about it?
All I said was you have mixed
babies. I said you have mixed kids in your home. Is that true or not?
You talked about my family. Will you apologize?
What did I say? Okay, what did I say exactly? What insult
you claimed I'm ashamed of my whiteness. Well, you apologize, and
What
then
the
use my
fuck does that
family
have
as
to do about
evidence.
your wife and kids? What does that have to do with your wife?
I'm repeating what you said. You literally said, "Oh, you couldn't get a blonde, blue-haired, white woman. You had to go get a fucking girl from the mainland."
Yeah, you had
It's
to go
all
to Africa.
connected.
You had to go get an African woman.
No, I didn't have to go to Africa.
Yes, well, you couldn't. You can't. That has nothing to do with insulting your wife and kids.
Well,
Okay,
you use that as a premise.
Okay, I can see how you see that as kind of offensive to your wife. So I will apologize to your wife for saying something like, if that offends her. But I don't I don't believe you would be able to get because
You
I say that because
apologize
of the
to
things you
me.
say. I say it to your wife. You are a white supremacist. I have the screenshot. I'm not apologizing.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, I'm not going to argue. I apologize to your wife if she was offended, but you are a racist.
How can you claim that?
Listen, we're not Thomas Jefferson had mixed kids. We're not going to play this game. Oh, I've got mixed babies. I'm with a black woman, so I'm not racist.
I've never said that.
Just because you have you have relations with a black female and you have mixed kids does not mean you can't be a white fucking supremacist. You had actual slave owners, plantation owners, okay, that had mixed kids. That doesn't mean shit. So what's your response to that? Do you deny that? Because surely you would agree as a white man that has mixed kids. Surely you would agree that a plantation owner was racist, right?
Yes, I agree, and I already mentioned.
And
and I shut up. No. Stop putting words in my
owners
mouth.
had mixed kids too, right?
I'm not a plantation owner, though.
Okay, but you acknowledge that they had them too, right?
Yeah, there was also Anthony Johnson.
So you see the logical fallacy in using your mixed kids to prove that you're not a racist.
So was Anthony Johnson a plantation owner? Didn't he fuck white girls
too? It has
too?
nothing to do with you and you having mixed kids and you being racist.
Your premise and questions
has nothing to do with you and you being a racist and having mixed kids.
See, I never hid behind my wife.
That, ladies and gentlemen, see how quick that was? Boom, boom, boom. He
I
admitted
never
that plantation owners were
behind
racist.
my wife.
And he acknowledged that plantation owners had mixed kids. Thus,
Bro, that's common
does not
sense.
mean you're not racist because you have mixed kids.
You're doing all the talking.
There's
no acknowledgement from anyone but you
we got a few
you,
more
and
minutes.
you're just acknowledging yourself.
Who's the other guy?
And
Who's
so
the other guy?
everybody
Who's this
else.
guy?
He's
What's your problem?
Acknowledge the fact
What's your
that
problem,
you're
buddy?
just talking to yourself.
Wagner Rock, you're done. What's your problem, guy? What's this guy's deal?
What's your problem, guy? I'm not your guy, buddy. I'm not your guy, buddy.
Are you white?
Are you dumb?
Are you what does officially mean? I'd like to know. Officially white.
We all know TVA is very racist against white people.
Step out of the ring.
You're racist.
What does white officially mean? What does officially white mean, sir?
Look, I came up here because there weren't going to be any women on the panel.
What does officially white mean?
Oh, shit.
I came up here because I thought there weren't going to be no women's on the panel.
You are such a strag.
That was a damn good impression.
Motherfucker. Chicken George sounding motherfucker.
Well, we all know TVA that you're the most anti-white racist motherfucker.
Are you white or not?
That still was a damn good impression.
Are you white or not?
You know, TVA, the first time I heard you, I thought you were...
Last time I heard your name's Larry the Cable Guy. Get her done. Can you say get her done for us? Can you say get her done? Get her done. Can you say get her done, sir?
You don't know a damn thing about me, but I got you thinking I'm country, don't you? You think you know, but you got nothing else to compare it to. You got nothing.
Are you white?
But now,
sure,
ride the wind.
Are you white man? Sure, you white man. Do you claim to be a white man, sir? Are you gonna claim who you are? You gonna sit up here in this background? Are you gonna sit up here on this panel and keep on denying who you are, sir? You are a white man, sir. You are a white man, sir. I need you to admit to it right now on this panel because you are disgusting me, sir. You are disgusting me, sir. And I don't think anybody in your family would appreciate you denying being white.
Shush up.
Hold on.
I had to speak his language so he understands me. Go ahead,
brother TVA.
I'm sorry, sir.
Are you accusing these men of hating themselves?
Well,
Are you
he doesn't
accusing
want to
them of that?
claim to be who he is. I can't get him to admit that he's white. So
Well, now
why
I would
do
like to reply to that. Now, look, good sir TVA, since this is a
You're not.
man-only panel, I am
This is horrible.
extremely,
This is
extremely
horrible.
suspect that
Get
you
him
were a
off.
woman
Call
and you
Sandman.
transgendered
Call
to a man,
Sandman.
and that would
Call
explain your
Sandman. We asked
emotional
you to
state.
stop, Ragnarok. You've had your chance. Are you white, dude? Can you answer that? I don't have all that.
I'm white
What does
and native, you
essentially
little
white
shit.
mean? You were whining when I got off the panel. You were whining. Oh, he didn't stay and listen to what I meant. Okay, what does essentially white mean, sir? What does it mean?
White, dude? Are you white, dude?
I am white. I am white and
no
native.
idea that the countrified I made in my tone was for you. And it just got worse, didn't it?
I asked the question. I gave him time to answer.
And now
This is
y'all
what
here
this is the
Man,
high
you don't
IQ.
give nobody
This is
time
the
to
high IQ,
answer.
ladies and gentlemen. This is the
You
high
like it,
IQ.
don't
This is
you?
the
You
this is
like
what
it,
they
don't
have.
you?
This is Gulag Gang. This is the best. This is what you got, Trey. Really?
Oh,
Really?
see, there he goes.
Really?
There he goes.
Here he
This is
goes,
this is
speaking
so
in
fucking
the
TVA was
third
number.
horrible.
person. I think he's
This is
He
mentally
can't
ill.
horrible.
maintain a
Anyway, thank you,
conversation
brother
with an
X. I'm not.
individual.
I really appreciate you giving us all this time, man. You gave us 5
Completely
minutes.
Absolutely.
unable to hold a
That's what
conversation.
this is for. This is the ridiculous race game. All the racist
Okay.
shit. This is
Well,
what it's
look,
about.
Xavier, I am extremely suspect that we have an infiltrator on our panel. I think they were a woman and transgender to a male, and his name is TVA, because all that strag energy is high.
Yeah, but I've got a secret if everybody wants to hear. You'll never figure out who I am. Because I'm a dude disguised as a dude playing another dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
And
Gulag
that
Gang.
dude is
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, your Gulag Gang. I don't have to say anything else. The jokes write themselves.
Man, you
Thank
couldn't
you.
even join a gang. You wouldn't even survive a
You guys have a good one. I
1-second
gotta go,
jump
man.
in.
That dude is you.
Yeah, he
Okay.
wouldn't survive a 1-second jump in.
Well,
he did some good goddamn
ironically,
impressions, though. I don't give a shit
Oh,
what y'all
okay.
say.
I'll give him
goddamn it.
that. I'll give him
Goddamn,
that.
brother TVA did some good goddamn impressions just now.
Bro, I think he wishes he was
Inspired?
white. Like, he practices that impression, I swear.
Well, you have to
Shout
if you
out
can't
to brother
maintain an
TVA.
original character.
Oh, man, I know, right?
If something is in your feelings, moving you around like that, you can't maintain a steady ethos.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's why I found it so strange. He wanted to shift and ask me about my ethnicity instead of my race, which was the original question. And
He doesn't
purpose
even
of
know the
show.
difference. Cyber ethnicity is like multiple phenotypes. Race is like this generalization. It's like
Exactly. If he
it's
wanted to talk
strange.
about ethnicity, his "I'm white" thing would go right out the window. So I was trying to do him a favor and keep it logical and actual, but he wants to speak on sentiment. And ironically enough, right before he showed up to pretend to apologize, I was mentioning hyperbole and hypocrisy and character attacks.
Well, he did.
And the
He
fact
did
that it's done,
apologize, though, didn't he? He
Well,
did apologize.
my wife smiled a little bit, but my wife would still slap him. I know that.
Oh shit! But he did apologize, though. I mean, he did do that. I mean, we can't deny that. God damn it!
True.
We can't deny that he did apologize. You may not have liked the apology, but it was an apology.
See, he assumes I'm racist, but I'm very sarcastic and ironic with my jokes in the chats.
Well, you're absolutely right about that, X. He
Well,
did apologize, but I was speaking sentimentally.
But isn't that a thing, though, where, anything could be misconstrued as racism nowadays? I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. It all depends on, especially if someone white is saying it or someone black is saying it about someone white, it could automatically be misconstrued as racism or bigotry, even though no race or bigotry shit has been mentioned. Just the mere fact that a person is speaking and they may be a different race or ethnicity or a different color than someone else, and it automatically is labeled as bigotry or
Xavier.
prejudice. Or go ahead.
I just had a eureka moment, Cyber and Xavier. I just realized how to end racism. Do you know why?
Why?
We all have bone white skeletons, so technically we're all white.
Yeah, on the inside, right? White and pink and red and whatever other colors.
We all bleed red and we all got bone white.
Whatever other colors are inside of there. You know,
Pretty
white,
much.
pink, red, and whatever else.
Look, man, I'm tired of all this racist shit when we could be like all a human empire conquering the stars and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got bigger dreams.
Well, that's the thing though, right? We've been inundated with. I think we have to spend most of our time trying deliberately not to be racist now, right? I mean, you always have to worry about something being interpreted as being racist. And Lady Alice, I got your email, Lady Alice, and I'm gonna take care of it. I'll write you and let you know what we're doing next week. So I'm assuming that you're gonna have your little 4 foot behind here.
She's a tiny one.
Yeah, she's like 4 foot, man. That's crazy. That's like the height of my grandson. Like
she's like that Irish native leprechaun that comes up from behind a rock and be like, "Hello, lads."
Yeah, right. Let me tell you something about Lady Alice. The first time she ever came on my channel, right? And she had super chatted me. I don't know, like $5 or something. And I looked at that goddamn picture. I was like, yo, how old are you, girl? Why the fuck are you on my page? And she was like, oh, I don't know what she said. She is 32 or something like that. I was like, you need to change that fucking picture because you up this motherfucker looking like you 12 years old and shit. You know? Yeah, that really happened. I was like, God damn. I looked and I was like, oh shit, what's a 12-year-old doing on my shit giving me $5? I'm not lying. She's in the thing. She know I said that shit. I was like, you need to change that picture. She was like, oh, I'm 30 or something. I was like, I don't know about that one.
Xavier, do we have any other guests for tonight?
I've gotten brothers have wrote me, but their asses ain't came up here because I know probably brother Free Zone wants to come up here. Brother Trey probably wants to come up here. Brother A Truism probably wants to come up here. But I'm waiting.
Because right now the panel is very white majority.
Yeah, it's very white. I ain't some black folks up here. Black folks, get up here.
Xavier needs backup.
We are inundated with white people right now. We need some black people up here. We need some Negroes. There's some Negroes up there.
I have some heavy gypsy heritage on my mom's side. I know because of the name being very common.
That doesn't count.
No, it doesn't. That's why I have to respond with
Cyber. I know the history of gypsies. Gypsies were like the ultimate minority in Europe for like 1,000 years. So yeah.
That was a nice try though. You get an A for effort. That was a nice try. A for effort.
No, gypsies are more of a minority than even blacks are, man.
Yeah, right? That's right.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
They used to roam around Europe in their caravans. Sorry, Cyber, I keep interrupting you. My bad.
They're very nomadic. They're just not as melanated.
Yeah.
So,
is it true that all gypsies, are the gypsies the people? And I know this is going to sound incredibly racist, but this is kind of what this show is about. Are the gypsies those people who go to like jewelry stores and shit like that, and be like a 9 of them? And 2 of them get up there and distract the cashiers in the jewelry store, and then the other 7 rob the fucking place of all the jewelry. Is that the gypsies, man?
There's a lot of thievery.
So that would be a yes. That would be a yes.
It was a big. It was actually a big reason.
Thievery. There's also a lot of punishment for thievery, but it doesn't involve government.
Oh, okay. Just jewelry stores. But that's them doing that shit in the jewelry stores, though, right?
It depends who owns the jewelry store and how they want to go about it.
Oh, wait a damn minute. You're saying that they will only do it if a certain person owns the store?
No. I was saying in context of punishment for the thief.
Oh, okay.
It will depend on the jewelry store and how they want to go about it.
Because
and if they won't let them walk away so that they can come back and get robbed again and maybe not catch them, that's their fault.
Because I was watching this video, and we've been joined by Brother Trey as well. I was watching this video, and it was like, I don't know, it's like 9 or 10 of them. And 2 of the ladies walked in, and there was 2 people working, behind the counter in the jewelry store, and they were able to get the 2 cashiers away from the counter and have them go somewhere else in the store. Then like 6 or 7 of them came in there, man, and they were behind the counter. They like came in on their knees. They even had a little kid with them. The little kid walked behind the counter, grabbed a few diamond necklaces and the whole 9, and they mentioned gypsies because they had arrested a couple of them, and they said that they were part of like this gypsy jewelry thief gang or some shit like that. That's why I asked
Xavier. One thing to know, like historically, so a big reasons why a lot of European towns back in like the Middle Ages, every time a gypsy caravan would come in, there's a saying, "Oh, hide your valuables." It was a thing. It was kind of a thing. It's not like some people didn't have respect for them or anything, but like it's 2 different cultures, man. And like, yeah, no, it happened quite often. It's not even to disparage the gypsies. The gypsies will tell you outright they're the best thieves in the world. Like, nobody can beat them.
Wow. So what do you think about that, Brother Cyber? Does that bother you that your people are known as jewelry thieves and shit like that? Does that bother you?
I think that easily impressionable people are not good to have a solid friendship with in the first place. And I also don't believe that opinion has any authority.
That's a good line. I think I'm going to steal that, brother.
That's true. Some gypsies actually helped a lot of people back in the day.
I'm going to steal that.
It's not all bad, man. Like, yes, the basic propaganda was that they were thieves. That's not all they were, man.
Well, we've been joined by Brother Trey. Brother Trey, what's good with it, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Man, just coming up here, seen a little bit of racism going on a Saturday night. Figured I'd come get in the fray.
That's what we do here on Saturdays, man. Racism.
I love being a white supremacist of color.
What y'all talking about up here? We got Black Rabbit and white supremacists in the same picture. What's going on?
Yeah, man. That's how we do it up here on Saturdays. Enough racism to go around for everyone. But me and Brother Ragnarok was talking about this earlier. Like, I set this up because this is like the 6th one I've done. All right, this is number 6, and the racism is like at an all-time low up here. You would think, this being the place for race, you would, all kinds of racial shit would be getting thrown around up here, but really it's not that bad, to be honest, from what I've seen.
I was trying, but TVA left before I could get in the crib. I'm just I'll keep it a buck. We talking about plantation owners, and honestly, I'm as racist as they come against those that identify as a cult like TVA. Honestly, if I had my way, man, I'd have TVA in chains. I'd have TVA picking cotton. It is what it is. That motherfucker will be like, okay, you believe in that Kunta Kinte stuff? All y'all locked up. Run for the gun line if you want. Hey, okay, white guys.
Trey, I'm a blacksmith. You can buy your chains from me.
Just memory holders.
Yeah, well, we're not going to pile on.
Y'all memory holders.
Like I told them, we're not going to pile on Brother TBA because he's gone. He's not here.
I am. I will.
No.
No, here's the reason
he's
why.
He's not here to defend himself. He's not here to defend himself.
That bitch ass motherfucker trying to steal my rabbit.
He's not here to defend himself.
He's in the chat. If he wants to, he can come back up. Trying to steal my goddamn rabbit. Ain't nobody else with the black rabbit but me.
This rabbit,
Trey,
don't y'all know that?
Trey, if you need chains, that's funny. Trey, if you need chains, I'm a blacksmith. I'll supply you.
Oh my
Like I
God!
said,
Now,
he's not here to defend himself. So
he got a defender in the chat. TVA would beat your weak ass.
I said he got a defender in the chat.
Man, I swear, man, the mental retardation of the cult is ridiculous. That's what I said. Like, what's the big? I don't see no. It's just retarded. Like, you can't come up here and have a civilized conversation with the two gentlemen on the panel. They tell you straight up, they don't identify. They don't play that whole white, black, color game. It's made up bullshit. And you see, I got the wabbit up here. Once you go down, you go past 100 years in history, you could roll the dice if any of that shit is real. You could roll the dice of whatever slavery might have been real. We done dug it up, the real records. There was so many freaking folks that identify as black, as slaves, slave owners. It's ridiculous. Most of these cats out here begging for reparations, probably related to slave owners. It is what it is. It's straight comedy. So guess what?
Brother, hold on.
Didn't you say there was like 10,000?
Has returned.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, actually, I'm glad he's back so he can defend himself.
You fucking slave.
What rabbit did I steal, bro? What rabbit did I steal? I had to come back.
Hold on. Everybody just hold on. Do you want 5 minutes of foolishness? Is that
yes, sir?
Okay,
all
sure.
right, let me go ahead.
Yes, let him argue against Anthony Johnson.
Because we like organized chaos up here. We like organized goddamn chaos up here. It could be chaotic, but it must be organized.
Yeah, he's gonna have to argue with Anthony Johnson, his owner.
All right. I'm gonna put 5. So what? I guess is brother TVA and brother Trey.
Let him all. I mean, he's gonna need help. Let him. I'm cool with it. If it's your rules,
y'all fall back.
All I'm gonna come at you. I gotta give you 10.
No, y'all.
All right, but they gotta let me talk, bro, and I'll let them talk.
Y'all don't want no parts.
Well, it's 5 minutes of foolishness, so there's not too many.
If you got 10 minutes, I got 10 minutes. It's up to you.
Y'all don't want
there's no rules per se.
Brother X, it's 3-on-1 and they want rules. Like what is this, bro?
Y'all don't want none of this. I'll tell you,
Cyber.
So Cyber's trying to mention something to you before you guys fire.
Go ahead. Put the time up there and let's go.
Go ahead, Cyber. Go ahead.
Ken Murphy, the village arsonist, is trying to speak for me, saying that all them want this and such. I was
let Brother X put the time on the clock and listen.
Shut up.
Put the time on the clock and let's go.
Hey, Cyber, you can't rationalize with animals,
organized. Let the brother put the time.
You can't rationalize with monkeys, bro.
X and the woman keeps interrupting.
You can't rationalize. It's not a woman, bro. It's a monkey.
What rabbit did I steal, bro?
It's not a rabbit. It's a monkey, yo. You can't rationalize with monkeys.
What rabbit are you? What are you talking? What are you
10
talking
minutes.
about?
10 minutes on the clock starting now.
So X.
No.
Xavier,
I was trying to tell you that I'm not in this one because I'm going to have a break.
What rabbit did I steal?
TVA, me and Cyber are backing out of this because we're going to let our landlord.
Then shut the fuck up. Then shut the fuck up, Trey. What rabbit did I steal? Okay, back out and shut the fuck up. Trey,
we're going to let our landlord, Anthony Johnson, deal with your ass.
Yo, X, if he's talking about backing out, can you mute him, please? If he's backing out, can you please mute him? If he's backing out, can you please mute? Are you backing out or not?
How about we mute you so I can speak to the host?
I want to ask Trey a question. What rabbit did I steal? What are you talking about?
How about I get to speak to the host and you shut up?
Let me stop the clock. Stop the clock. What's up? What's going on here?
Okay, I've been trying to say.
Let it be
TVA,
hold on. Let him talk. Go ahead, Cyber. Go ahead, Cyber.
Okay, I've been trying to say that I don't want to have anything to do with another one of his emotional outbursts. Okay. He's trying to include me. He's trying to speak for me. And I was going to go.
Just shut up. Then just mute and be quiet.
Shut up,
Just
TVA.
let me answer Trey the question. I'm talking to Trey, but you keep talking. You don't want to be included, but you keep fucking interrupting the goddamn conversation.
And Cyber wanted a moment to talk. Can you shut up?
If you don't want to be included, then be the fuck quiet. Trey,
hold on.
Y'all hit me up when y'all done.
So y'all,
I'm going to get a drink.
So what is
just
Brother Trey and you, Brother TVA? It's just
he's
YouTube?
running away. He's running away. He's going to get a drink, so he's running away. So we got to wait until he get back.
Yeah, Xavier.
My headset's on my ear. I ain't got
2 minutes.
No, I'm not
still
running.
here, but I ain't got time for this.
What rabbit?
Xavier, I'm gonna.
You claimed I stole.
Can you
what are
shut up,
talking about?
TVA? 1 second.
Hold
Just
on,
1
second. Go
second.
ahead.
Holy shit.
Go ahead.
So Xavier, I'm also gonna stand out of it and let Trey and TVA do this because I'm gonna let my landlord, as an Irish crop farmer, my landlord Anthony Johnson will deal with this man.
All right. So I'll bring you and Cyber down. All right. So now it's just Brother TVA and Brother Trey. I'll go ahead and set the clock back to 10 minutes. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Are y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
10 minutes starting now. 5 minutes of foolishness times 2. You got it.
Okay. What rabbit did I steal, Trey?
Man, I like your new logo idea, man. The rabbit with the the pot with the peace pipe or whatever you want.
You were here before David Carroll? You were here before David Carroll?
You want all that, bro?
What was the whole logo idea? See, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing this because I want to expose how you've been the truth. You're a liar, bro. You are habitual and emphasis on the bitch. Okay, you are a habitual motherfucking liar, Trey.
I'm cool with it, bro.
What was the whole logo idea? Was it just a rabbit?
I just rock it better, bro.
Was my logo idea just a rabbit?
I'm just a better Steelers fan than you, bro, as well. R.I.P. to Dwayne Haskins.
So it was a rabbit with a Steelers hat on.
R.I.P. to Dwayne Haskins. Can we get a moment of silence
David
for Dwayne
Carroll.
Haskins,
Were
bro?
you making content before David Carroll?
Can we get a moment of silence for Dwayne Haskins, bro?
Were you making content before David Carroll?
Look, TVA, you're talking to a man.
Were you
now,
making
bro.
content
right, bro?
relating
I don't talk
to anything
women,
talking about rabbit
you got
hole
two
or
choices.
rabbits or anything like
Here
that
you go,
before
bro.
David Carroll?
You got two
choices.
Can
you show us your channel full of content referring to anything about rabbits or rabbit hole or anything like that?
I'm trolling you about the logo, bro. I'm trolling you.
Oh, you're trolling. Okay, no, you were lying.
You
were lying. Okay, no, you got caught on a lie. You thought I was going to, you was going to get up here and
come on my channel,
and I got up here and check your ass and I caught you on a fucking lie. You're a liar, bro. You just lie about stupid shit. You're a bitch, bro. You are habitual fucking liars, right? What else do you want to lie about, bro?
And this is your debate tactic. Bro, how was it on Undead Chronic the other night, bro? How was it last week on Undead Chronic? Did you win that one?
He kept
Did you win that? Did you win that? Bro, the white boys sliced and diced you, bro. They made you look like a slave, bro. No, bro. You look like a complete idiot. Nah, bro. You look like a slave, bro. We pulled that up and we laughed. Here's the problem, man. It was hilarious, man.
Because you're over there circle jerking with these white boys talking shit about black people and shit. And did you hear what Undead Chronic made an interesting video today? He said that women that make babies that don't look like themselves are mentally ill. This is what Undead Chronic said.
I don't agree with Undead Chronic. I don't agree with him. I would have destroyed him.
Is that racist?
I don't give a fuck. That race shit doesn't matter to me. I would destroy Undead Chronic.
Was it racist?
I would have destroyed him. I don't believe in the race game.
Is it a racist statement?
I don't believe in the race game. I think you're a monkey, bro. I think you would make a great slave. I'm just saying he does, and he destroyed you.
Okay, but he talks about race. You have a
problem with that? You got sliced and diced up.
He talks about race. You have a problem with that? I'm not going to argue that with you, dude.
I don't care, bro. You got sliced and diced up. Bro, we've sliced and everybody in the gulag. Tommy. You got women. You got Undead Chronic. Bro, when you gonna get an L, man? You got Undead. You got a freaking Indian dude.
Thank you. Freudian slip.
Let me put this up here.
When am I gonna get an L?
You got an Indian dude dropping.
Thank
you a black
ladies
nigga.
And gentlemen.
Hey,
contriver. When am I gonna get a nigga said, when are you gonna get an L?
When you, bro, you taking the L's from Indian, bro.
You said it was you made that Freudian slip with your chest, nigga.
Hey, bro.
You let an Indian dude drop the slip with your motherfucking chest.
How you gonna let that happen? How you gonna let that happen? How you gonna let that happen?
I respect that. I knew you were a fan all along, big dog. I knew you were a motherfucking fan, brother. I knew that. I knew that.
I was still on YouTube, bro, and an Indian dude dropped the N-bomb on you.
What rabbit are you talking about? What rabbit did I see?
Nah, bro. How'd you let a contriver just drop the N-bomb on you?
You gonna retract that lie or what?
Bro, Are you gonna talk
You gonna
like a man
retract
or
that
what?
lie or what?
Do
Am
we
I
need to
stealing
bring the
the
white
logo
boys?
now? Because
Do
you
we
got
need to
niggas
bring the
out
white
here
guys back up
claiming
here?
copyrights, and I don't have time
Oh
for
my
these games,
God,
nigga.
bro.
So did I steal
TVA.
anything or not?
TVA. It was trolling, bro. Get out
Okay.
your
All right.
emotions.
All
We
right.
make
All
fun
right.
of
There
you
we go.
because you grew up
Oh,
around
there we
all
go.
white
There we
people
go.
and you claim
I
you black.
appreciate the clarity. I appreciate
Come
the
on,
clarification.
bro. Come on,
I
bro.
appreciate you
Bro,
taking
you
the
grew up
time to
around all
clarify.
white people. Why are you trying to play so hard?
What's your point?
You
What's your
ain't a
point?
real nigga. The nigga in my
I'm
freaking
not a real nigga
avatar
because
is
I
a
wasn't
realer nigga
raised
than
around
you,
a bunch of
bro.
white people.
He's a black
But
nigga.
you
What are you?
admit to selling drugs
Bro,
in the black community.
you
You used to be a drug dealer.
got
You used to be part of the
the
problem, nigga.
whole
You used to
nigga.
be
You
part
got
of the
an
same
Indian,
dysfunction that you want
a
to sit around
straight
and make
up
fun of,
Hindu
nigga. You
dude
used to be a
called
part
you
of that.
the
Am I
N
lying, Trey?
bomb. Bro, you goddamn, you had
You used
white
to be in
chicks
them streets, right,
curving
Trey?
you.
Apparently,
You
that's
had
what you said,
white
right?
boys punking you.
You
You
used to
still
sell
got white
drugs,
boys
right, Trey?
cooking
You used
you.
to be in the streets, right? And
Bro,
I don't judge anybody,
was
bro.
that
But you like to
was that a
talk. You like to on
reminder?
one hand talk this law
Hey,
and order
hey,
shit, but
hey,
then
was
like you.
that a
I mean, what
reminder
the
of
fuck?
growing up in your childhood, TVA? Was that a
I'm not.
reminder
Look,
of
I
your
don't knock
childhood
people for doing what they
against
need to do
chronic?
to eat, bro.
Hey,
But
hey, can you
you're
respond
a
to me,
hypocrite,
bro?
my nigga.
Hey,
You're full of shit.
hey,
You're
I'm over here,
talking this
TVA.
morality shit and
I'm over
talking
here,
down on
bro.
street people and shit. You used to
I'm
do
over
that, bro. So
here.
like, what
I'm
is that
over
about?
here, TVA. I'm over here. You know,
Over
you can
here,
talk to me,
what is
bro.
here?
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
is here?
I'm
Selling
over
drugs,
here.
selling drugs to black people,
I'm the
selling drugs on
avatar.
the
I'm the
streets,
avatar
being
like
part
the
of the street
Indian. They
problem.
called you a
Now you're a
nigga.
MAGA man. Now
You a
you're a Trumper. Now
nigga.
you're talking all this law and
No,
order shit,
bro,
nigga.
bro.
You're
I'm an
fake, bro.
American and you a nigga. That's what I
You're
am,
an
bro. Well, you don't
American.
want to be.
You're an
Well, you don't
American.
want to be nigga, bro.
You didn't marry
We
an
know where
American. You married
we
a
know,
Dominican, right? You didn't marry.
bro.
Why didn't you find an American wife? You probably
We
be an
know
American. Why
where
did you get an
you grew
American
up
woman?
at, bro.
Why
We
didn't
knew
you
where
get an
we know
American
where you
woman,
grew
Trey?
up at, bro.
Why didn't you get an
TVA.
American woman, Trey?
You grew up in Kennesaw,
Why
Georgia,
didn't
bro.
you get
You a whole
why
white
didn't you get an
man.
American woman, Trey?
You
Why
don't
don't you
even
have
know how
any
to
black
nigga right,
friends, Trey?
bro.
Why are you friends with a bunch of white boys like the Proud Boys and shit? Why
TVA.
are you friends?
TVA.
You like being the only black
TVA.
person in the room? You like being the
TVA.
token?
You a
You
black
like
nigga, bro.
you like look, you tell the best nigger
TVA.
jokes, don't you?
It's okay, bro.
I bet you
It's
take
okay.
pride in
When it's
telling the
time for
best nigger
slavery,
joke.
I have some
You're
change
always the
ready for
black
you.
guy. Hey, you know this guy
I will
Trey?
have some
This
change
guy
for you,
Trey, man. Like
TVA.
he tells the funniest nigger
Okay.
jokes. I swear to God, dude. You gotta hear his nigger jokes, dude. I swear to God. This guy Trey, NBD tells the fucking funniest nigger jokes. I bet you tell the funny. Give us one, Trey. Give us one, bitch. I know you tell nigger jokes out there when you stay drinking beer out there in the woods with them white boys and shit doing God knows what. We know what the fuck white boys do when they get drunk. So, nigga, I'm just, I've been looking at you sideways ever since you told me you hang out with them Proud Boys types, because I know what those alt-right boys are really into, what they get into, because a lot of them are fucking incels. That's why they're so fucking angry. So a lot of them have resorted to fucking each other. Yeah, that's the secret with a lot of you so-called right-wingers on the internet. A lot of you motherfuckers are incels, okay? That's why you run around talking this red pill shit. That's why you specifically talk this SYSBM shit. I don't even think you have a wife, bro. I honestly don't. I don't believe you, bro. But I know for a fact that a lot of the motherfuckers in your chat, a lot of them are incels. A lot of them gonna get laid. I look at how they get in there and they do all this simping over good mother and that Catalina bitch and all that. I mean, there's so much simping over there, bro. I see it. I see it. So
Have you breathed yet?
I know.
Have you breathed
Look,
yet?
listen, Trey.
Have
I
you
understand
breathed
you're a
yet?
self-loathing
Have you
motherfucker.
breathed
You
yet?
hate yourself, but you
Have
need
you
to
breathed
understand your
yet?
caliber, sir. You need
I'm
to
letting you get
understand
it
your
out,
caliber.
bro.
Okay?
I'm letting you
You
get
need
it
to
out.
understand your caliber.
I'm letting you
And
get it out,
you need to
TVA.
acknowledge your hypocrisy. You used to be a
Somebody
part of the
needs to
dysfunction.
let you
You used
give
to
it
be
out.
part of the dysfunction that now you want to talk shit about. Why do you sit up on panels with these white people laughing about black dysfunction that you
No,
used
bro,
to
we're
partake in?
laughing at you, bro.
You used to take
Everybody's
part in it,
laughing
right?
at you right now.
You said, I don't
You
give a
got
fuck about
you
them, nigga. I'm
you
focused
got
on
one
you.
group
You
you
used to
got one
partake in
groupie
this black
strag in the
dysfunction,
chat,
right? You
bro.
used to partake in this niggatry, right?
You got one
You used to
groupie
take part in
strag in
this
the chat.
niggatry, right? You
Pop it up.
used to
Get it
take
popping,
part in
bro.
the niggatry,
Pop your
right? I
collar.
don't give a
Pop your
fuck.
collar.
You used to take part
Pop
in the
your collar,
niggatry,
bro.
right?
Get it out. Get it out your system.
You
You
used
got
to
a
take
minute and
part in the
57
street shit,
seconds.
the niggatry that you
Get it
complain
out your
about.
system. Get it out your system, bro.
Are you gonna deny it or what?
You were never around
You
black
used to be
people.
part of that
Get it
street
out your
shit, right?
system.
Isn't
Get it
that
out
what
your
you said
system.
before?
Get it out your system, bro. Get it all out.
You just can't get
Get
these
it all
guys to
out your
answer the
system,
question,
bro.
I can't get the guy to
You
admit
know what
to
I'm
being
saying?
white. I can't get this.
Everybody.
These guys
Hey,
do
prophet of
not like
thought.
answering
Prophet of
questions.
thought.
This is why these guys
Put
don't
a
debate.
poll up.
This is why
Put a
these guys
poll
don't
up.
bother
Put a
debating, because
poll
this is
up.
what they do. They
I'm gonna
can't
give
debate.
TVA this W.
I
bro, you're gonna get your first W. Keep on going, bro. Keep on going. You're gonna get your first W tonight. Put it up. Put it up. Everybody. Vote TPA.
You got up here telling
Put it up, everybody.
you got checked,
Put it up. Give him a W. Everybody.
Bro.
Come on, bro. Keep on
I'm
talking,
leaving
bro.
the space. I'm leaving the
Come on.
manosphere. That video got 200
on,
views,
bro.
nigga. Nobody gave a fuck, nigga. Nobody
Come
cared
on,
about
bro.
you leaving the space, nigga. Who gave a fuck, Trey? Who
Come
missed
on,
you,
bro.
nigga? Who the
Come on,
fuck
bro.
cared, bro?
Come
Who
on.
cared?
Come on, bro.
I'm
Get it out.
leaving the
Get it out your
space.
system. Get it out your
I
system.
mean, nobody gave a fuck.
Get
Now
it
you
out.
over there doing your little streams, kicking about black people with all these crackers and shit. These loser ass white people in the audience for you, bro.
Keep on, bro. It's
These
okay. Get it
loser
out your
ass
system.
white people. You know what? You have very few successful white people over there, bro. These are all white rejects that have found a home in the Gulag gang.
Come on, Keisha.
That's what you got a bunch of white rejects. You heard it for yourself. You just heard those two dumbass white boys on the panel yourself, bro.
Get it out,
your
Keisha.
Gulag gang. That's
Come
what
on,
you got on
Keisha.
your team, bro. So I'm
Get
not
it out,
worried
bro.
about your voting. I know what you got over there. That's Gulag.
We're enjoying, bro.
What you guys heard before,
I'm doing this for clips,
that's
man.
his Gulag and those stupid
Come on,
motherfuckers.
Keisha.
Those Elmer Fudd,
Yeah.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Come
Two
on,
stupid
Keisha.
motherfuckers. And this is the lead idiot right here.
Come on, Keisha. Come on, get some more out. Get some more out, Keisha. It's 5 seconds left, bro. You can get a little bit more out.
All right. Bring everybody back up now.
Stop telling lies,
God.
Bro. Stop telling lies.
Foolishness.
Stop telling lies.
Are you
Don't
done,
say
man?
more lies.
You
That
got
was
it out your
fucking
system.
hell. Oh, I'm
But you
so
admitted
glad
that
you
you were
purged
trolling.
your system.
You admitted
Oh
that you
my
were
God,
trolling,
yo.
lying. You got caught on a
Y'all
lie.
enjoy
Now
that?
you were trolling
Now
because
y'all
I actually
see
got up here and
femininity.
checked you for
Now you
telling that
see-
fucking lie
now
that you
you
thought
see
you were
why-
going to get away
now-
with, you fuck nigga. And
Hey,
I
can
got
you
up here
mute
and
for a
exposed
second?
you were
Can
telling
you
lies.
mute
You're
for a
telling
second?
lies.
TVA, take a breath. Take a breath.
Hey, y'all, let's let him keep rocking, y'all. Let's all mute up and let him
I
keep
didn't
rocking.
steal anything from you,
Fine.
nigga. You weren't talking shit about no rabbits before I did, my nigga. You probably found that shit on Google Images or some shit. That's not your shit. Show me you creating that. Did you make that logo? That rabbit logo? Right. Talking about you were trolling. No, nigga, you went stole a fucking image. You got up here, started lying, and you didn't think I would get up here and check your stupid ass, nigga, and I did. No, you're just trolling. No, that's what you do. You lie. That's what you guys do. You lie. And that's why I call you fake ass fucking conservatives. All right? Fake fucking conservatives. By the way, since we're talking about Rittenhouse on your profile, how you feel about open?
Hey, by the way,
How do you feel about Amir Locke? How do you feel about Amir Locke? How do you feel about Amir Locke?
Let him keep going. Let him keep going.
How do you feel about Amir Locke?
Hold on. One at a time. One at a time.
How do you feel about Amir Locke? How do you feel? I'm sorry, X. How do you feel about Amir Locke? That's my question. How do you guys feel about Amir Locke?
Yeah, that's
I'll tell you right now.
Let him rock. Let him rock. Don't say a word to him, man. Let him keep going.
He was trying to answer. You shut the fuck up.
How do you feel about Amir?
Okay, X. You see, I'm trying to have a conversation.
So what about that? What do you guys think about the whole
Amir? So if you want my answer, I'm going to ask you to not talk over me. How about that?
Yeah, we'll respond we'll respond to brother
Xavier. Stop dancing. How the fuck do you feel about the Amir Locke shooting?
Hey, y'all, don't say a word to him, y'all. Just let him keep on with his emotional shit.
Okay. So y'all got Trey's
Xavier. I'll answer to you.
Hold on.
You guys Ragnarok and this other guy can't talk unless Trey gives them permission. We got it.
We're gonna let you talk to yourself.
Let him go ahead.
That's how the Gulag gang works. So I got to drop down if that's the case, man. I mean,
go ahead.
So are they allowed to speak or what?
Go ahead and drop down.
Go ahead,
Ragnarok.
So you're not allowed. They're not allowed to speak. Trey,
y'all don't say a word to him.
Are they allowed to? Are they clear to speak, sir, or not?
You can't acknowledge
the white guy's keeping quiet. He's obeying but he's very obedient. He's quiet as fuck. So hey, I salute that. He's loyal to the. That motherfucker's lips are sick.
Hold on, brother.
Elmer Fudd ain't said shit. Larry the Cable Guy is quiet than a motherfucker. But this Ragnarok, you need to check his man straight.
Let him answer.
You gotta let us answer, man. Holy shit.
Go ahead.
So Xavier, my feelings on Amir Locke. So SKC did a deep dive. He found out his cousins. He was staying at his cousins. He said he showed the evidence in his video, and he was staying in an apartment building that was riddled with pretty much gang activity. And he was sleeping with a gun. So yeah. When when you fuck around with gangster shit,
those are two crimes.
When you fuck
being
around,
in a
shut the fuck up.
So wait,
Can you
hold on, let him
conversation?
hold on, y'all. Let him answer.
Hold on, go back on silent, Ragnarok. Let him talk. Ragnarok, just let him talk, bro.
No.
Someone in a
Let
gang
Hold on. Let him answer. Go ahead, Ragnarok.
TVA, please hold your breath, man. You'll get my explanation. So, the way I see the whole Amir Locke situation is one, his cousin killed a black father of a child, and they had a warrant out for him, and the cops were looking for Amir Locke's cousin. And Amir Locke was staying with him. So when they came in with a no-knock warrant, it's because they knew they were packing high-caliber weapons. So when they came in, yeah, they knew they were dealing with a heavily armed gang. And Amir Locke was sleeping with a gun. And then when the cops came in and kicked his bed twice in less than 9 seconds, he grabbed his gun and was about to point it at the cop, and the cop shot him. I think the cop was justified. If somebody points a gun at me, I'll shoot.
Yeah, but do we know that the guy pointed the gun though?
Yeah, there's a video. SKC did a whole deep dive on this like 2 days ago.
So he pointed the gun at the cops, is what you're saying?
Yep, the body cam shows that.
Well, I still got a problem with it because number one, he's not the person they were looking for. Number two,
Agreed.
I mean, the man shouldn't be dead just because he's related to someone who's a criminal. I mean, I don't think that you should be dead because you're related to a fucking criminal.
He was staying with them.
Xavier, can I throw in real quick? What do we do surveillance? If we're responsible law enforcement, shouldn't we be doing surveillance on a household that we plan on doing a no-knock? Because clearly we didn't decide to do this 30 minutes prior, right? I'm not buying that bullshit. So wouldn't it be responsible to do some fucking surveillance? And you said he had just gotten over there. So if we're doing responsible police work and we're actually surveilling the kids that we plan on doing no-knock because don't we want to make sure that there are kids in there? Don't we want to make sure that there aren't innocent people in the building?
Yeah, but Brother Trey, the guy who got shot wasn't the guy they were looking for.
Right. You know what? Let me get in here. Let me get in here.
If Brother Xavier, you want to make stupid fucking noises and shit.
Hey, Brother Xavier, if the monkey can shut up for 2 seconds, I'll jump in. If the monkey can shut up, I'll jump in.
Ass fucking noises, Trey.
Would you like my opinion, Brother Xavier?
Go ahead.
Okay, here's the deal, man. As men, none of this race shit. Personal responsibility and personal accountability matters. You know,
true.
Who we choose to hang around with matters. These kids are on social media 24/7. This Amir Locke knew how his cousin and the dudes he rolled with got down. His cousin was a killer. The dudes he rolled with were killers. They were not just killers. They were carjackers. They were rapists. The whole nine. They was getting it in. And when you choose to put yourself in a situation like that, he had the gun on him because he was afraid the ops was going to come by looking for him because these dudes was doing so much damage out in the streets. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the deal. If 5-0 didn't run up on him, the ops would have ran up on him. And then if the ops would have ran up on him, it would not be a freaking story. Zero. It would have just been another nigga killed by another nigga, adding to the 7,000 a year. It is what it is. Hold up. Hey, R.I.P. to the
all
kid.
The white murders that happened too. Yeah,
it's really sad. It's really sad.
Now, what about the grandmothers that get because you've had you've had elderly people killed in these no-knock warrants? Because again, you didn't answer my surveillance question. If we're doing proper surveillance on a property that we plan on doing a no-knock warrant on, how do we make a mistake and kill somebody's grandma?
Let brother Trey finish, but I got a problem with
surveillance point. He's not touching my question. Fine. What about why didn't they do proper surveillance on the property?
Because I get Brother Trey's point too. You know, if you're hanging out with motherfuckers who doing a bunch of bullshit, you know, bullshit may come your way. But still,
what if we're talking about an elderly person that has nowhere else to go? Because this was not his cousin's house.
They never talked about Otis Elder.
that actually had the place. I think it was Auntie or something like that, right? So
yeah, see, my problem is
Can the monkey breathe for 2 seconds, sir?
What if there's an okay? Look, dude, you need to stop, bro.
Can the monkey stop talking for a second?
Chill out, bro, because you're saying a lot of shit that you would not say to my face, Trey. Chill out, bro.
Hold on a second.
Chill out, bro.
Really, bro? You're from Kennesaw, Georgia. You want this smoke, bro?
Hold on.
You really want this smoke,
big dog? You know I am, big dog, and you know how I feel about them boxing matches, Trey. So let's do it.
You really want this smoke, bro?
Boxing matches. Hold on, we're not doing no damn boxing matches.
Okay, look, I'm not gonna be mocked.
I don't box TVA.
You let this nigga,
you already said where I'm from.
You don't want to correct these niggas constantly cut me off, bro.
It won't be no
boxing. Y'all have a good one, man. I'm good.
One at a time. I have a request. One at a time. One at a time.
All right, I'll finish.
I can't hear anything if everybody's talking.
Y'all know who keeps talking over people.
I mean, I can't hear anything if all of y'all are talking, man. I mean, y'all gotta understand that, right? That if it's 2 and 3 people talking at once, no one gets heard. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, no doubt. Hold up, Big J. I'll finish my point what I was bringing. I don't care about none of that surveillance or any of that stuff the police were doing. The police were justified in getting a judge to sign off on a no-knock warrant, which requires about 30 to 40 pages of paperwork to get done. Is what it is. Cool. They were after a killer. Because right now, this is what matters to me. There's a couple babies out there whose father, a 38-year-old father, is gone because Amir Locke's cousin who's basically walking free. I'm not walking free, alive right now. Decided to go shoot folks and carjack them and kill this baby's father. That's why
his name's Otis Elder.
Yeah, here's the deal. Now, I brother Xavier, I just can't. I can't make excuses for niggas anymore. I can't. I don't associate with these folks. I can't get down with them. It has to be a time when daggone these dudes have to get called out. You make choices, it's gonna be bad consequences. That's how it was. We understood this back in the day coming up in the hood. We knew who we hang around with, where we roll to. There was a chance that bad things might happen to us. Is what it is.
Yes, I get that. I get that part that, if you're hanging out with drug dealers and gun boys and dope boys and shit like that, a lot of the shit that comes their way is going to come your way. I get that part. My thing is, should the onus be on the police to make sure that they're going after the right person, to make sure that innocent people aren't there, to make sure they don't kill someone who's not involved with whatever they think this other person is involved with, because this guy didn't kill anyone. And allegedly the gun he had was legal, and I haven't heard anything different since. So he died because they were looking for his cousin. I don't know how good I am with that.
Another thing, one sec, Trey. I just want to say one thing, Trey. Come on, man.
Go ahead. What's up?
It's one quick thing. So Otis Elder is the dad of Child. He's the one who got killed by Amir Locke's cousin. They were looking for him, and they knew multiple people of the gang were hanging there. It was a trap house. This is not a house where kids are at, and if they're there, they're probably 15 and they're in the gang.
Oh, so it's a trap house.
Yes, it was treated such, and the Mercedes.
See, I'm not that.
The Mercedes Amir Locke was driving was actually involved in many. It was actually carjacked, and it was involved in many robberies and other things as well. And another thing, so the whole media, this, that, and the third, the whole SJW community is talking about Amir Locke who got shot by a cop. But they're not talking about why this occurred. And it's because his cousin, who he was hanging out with at a fucking trap house, killed Otis Elder. So a black on black crime caused this warrant to happen. Nobody's talking about that part, but everybody wants to talk about the cop. I have a problem with that.
But here is the thing, though.
Go ahead.
What's going on, Big J?
Yeah, go ahead, Big J. Big J, yeah, you've been waiting.
Yeah, but here is the thing, though. So, I'm here. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Okay. Yeah, but you want to forsake one misjustice for another form of misjustice.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Is that what y'all want?
No. Is it wrong that cop did what he did and he shot him like right point blank?
Then why? Because the no-knock warrant is somewhat unconstitutional.
No, it's not. A no-knock warrant is warranted, bro. You're dealing with killers. You ever dealt with killers, Big J? Have you ever ran up in somebody's spot with guns?
They probably had to prove it was a trap house and that there was somebody suspected of murder there.
Hold up. Has anybody on this panel ever had to run up in some freaking killer's crib with guns? Terrorists, freaking daggone drug dealers, freaking daggone Afghanis, Iraqi, freaking Hezbollah, ISIS. Anybody in here ever had to do that?
Hell no.
I have. Trust me. I have.
Yeah,
when you kick down that damn
military,
door.
man.
Hold on, Trey.
You're former military.
Yeah, you're damn right. When you kick down that door, you don't know what's coming back your way.
Trey. We're talking about American citizens. We're not talking about what's going on in Iraq and Afghanistan.
So
but
what?
Big J, more people die in more people die in Chicago than all of the Iraq war. It's called Chirac for a reason. You think that's not a war zone?
Go ahead. Let Big J rock, man. Go ahead, Big J. What you got,
ahead, brother? Big J, you got it, man. Go ahead. Did we lose him?
Anyway, I was kind of distracted, but the thing is, no, you the way you're presenting your argument, Trey, is like though you want the militarization of the civilian police force, which and that's going to cause problems down the road, and y'all don't want to admit that part. And how can y'all be conservative and y'all believe in the Constitution, but then if you for non-knock warrants, that goes against your idea of conservatism in the Constitution of the United States.
Jay, I don't think we're about.
Hold on, right. Let's American Ragnarok. Give me this Ragnarok. This is American thing. Go ahead, Big J.
Yeah, go ahead, Trey. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, bro, let's throw conservative, liberal, Democrat, leftist, Marxist out the window, bro. It's a time where it comes to being just a man. Men live by a code, bro, and it's that code of men we have to freaking accept responsibilities for the choices we make. Look, you were hanging around with your cousin who killed the father of a little baby. Ain't nobody up in this media talking about this child. Now another child growing up without a father. Another one out here probably going to go out there and be doing the same shit. Y'all want to sit up here and whine and cry and talk no-knock warrants and all this stuff when ain't nobody talking about that baby. And I don't care about all that politics stuff and ideology stuff. I care about that baby. Somebody needs to go in there and get that baby
but you brought it in the cycle. But you and others brought ideology into this. No,
I didn't. You did. I never mentioned ideology.
So don't tell
where. Where? How did I bring in ideology?
So yes, Jay, I brought in.
Hold up, Ragnarok. Let me get this, Ragnarok. Where did I bring in ideology? Where?
So Trey, I did when I said the black SJW community is whining about
he's talking to me. Hold up, Ragnarok. This is some American shit right now.
Right.
Let's get this American shit off.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. That's what
where? I'm sorry.
I heard the phrase the social justice warrior SJW. So that tells me that's what conservatives like to bang on.
I didn't say that, bro. I didn't say that. The Canadians said that.
Big J, I brought that up. Let me say one thing, bro.
No, fall back as a Canadian right now. Let's get this American shit out, Big J. I'm serious. There's I never mentioned no freaking social justice, any politics, nothing like that. I just said as men. As men, we got to live by a code. That's all I said.
Do you want 5 minutes of foolishness?
Well, guess what? Men.
Do you want 5 minutes of foolishness?
Men, there is nobody on here that I hate, so I don't need to have one. There's nobody on here I dislike. If it was a TVA, I hate that nigga.
TVA was just here. He was just here.
I can't stand.
He was just here.
So, Big J, I want to buy you a shot if I ever meet you.
I'd rather have a sane conversation.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. You got it.
So, but the thing is though, I gotta say, even to the Canadians on here who have his own Bill of Rights, the Magna Carta, both our nations is came rule under the Magna Carta rule.
Yeah,
So,
the Magna Carta
that,
is the original
you know,
Constitution, but it's not the one we rule under. But yeah,
It's not
no,
a
both of
constitution.
ours.
It's not. It's just a
No,
document that we base our
no. The
debate.
Magna
No, Trey,
Carta,
Trey, it is.
Listen up to Ragnarok. No, stop, y'all.
No.
Stop,
No,
y'all.
Trey, let me talk. Let me talk.
Ragnarok,
Come on.
don't try that white savior shit, Ragnarok.
It's not white savior shit. It's not white savior shit. If you knew your Constitution, you'd know this.
Hey, Ragnarok. Hold up, Big J. Hold up. Look here, Ragnarok. I told you, don't bring that Canadian shit up here. This is some American shit. The Magna Carta
let me talk
is just
with
a fucking document, bro. It is not the American Constitution. The American Constitution is written in a certain way. Parts of it are based off of
Yes, the founding fathers were inspired by the Magna Carta.
That's it. It's not our Constitution.
And I'm trying to explain to Jay that our Constitution in Canada. One
y'all live in a democracy.
Let's not talk over each other.
Y'all live in a democracy.
So,
you don't live in a constitutional republic.
Trey, can you please stop interrupting?
Trey,
go ahead, Big J.
Trey. If you read the Magna Carta, and if you read the Canadian Constitution, mostly it's Bill of Rights.
It's inspired.
I don't give a fuck about Canada. I don't
care. But he's talking to me, bro.
No, fuck Canada. Fuck Canada, bro. Fuck Canadians. Yeah, fuck Canada. Sorry, Ragnarok.
Trey, hang back. I hang back when you ask me to, okay?
So he has the right.
Big J, we talking about a daggone in an American city. Fuck Canada.
Trey, can you hang back for a sec? I respectfully decided to hang back when you asked me. Okay? No, chill.
We're talking about Minneapolis. We're talking about Minneapolis.
Look.
We're
Jay,
not talking about Toronto or Ottawa.
Bro,
we're talking about Minneapolis.
Oh my God. Trey, just hear me fucking
Ragnarok,
out.
No, bro. I'm a big
Yes, you will, bro.
No, I got I won't. Ragnarok, no.
Criminal justice.
Damn.
Hold on. Have you been in criminal justice studies, or law studies, or in law schools, Trey?
What the fuck does that got to do with a no-knock warrant in Minneapolis? What the fuck does Canada have to do with it? Nothing. So leave Canada the fuck out of it. Let's get this American shit in.
Warrant is unconstitutional.
Okay, I'm talking American. So let's talk American. What is unconstitutional American-wise about it?
The Constitution.
American. Yeah, let's get into it. American.
It's unconstitutional. You have to,
why?
The government, the authority has to identify itself to issue that warrant. That can't just show up.
Why not?
That's actually true. The founding fathers wrote something like that down.
Why not? Not your founding fathers, Ragnarok.
Yeah, the British used to knock in your American doors, bro.
You're Canadian, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
You have to announce that you were there.
God.
Okay. All right, Big J.
No.
Big J.
As a Canadian,
why is it allowed? Why? Why is it allowed? No, he's ruled by fucking Canadians. No, he isn't. He's ruled by Canadian fucking bitch ass fucking Fidel Castro's son. That's who he's ruled by, bro.
Trey, can you sit back for a second?
No, Ragnarok. No, Ragnarok.
Yes, you fucking will. You're not a historian.
Who you think you are, Ragnarok? Who the fuck you think you are, you goddamn Canadian?
Trey, I gave you respect.
Ragnarok. With that shit. Now, Big J, let's talk American.
We do have a constitution.
We know that. We know it's constitutional.
Hold on a second. Is it about the warrant, though? Is it about the warrant? Okay, say it wasn't a no-knock warrant. Say it was just a regular warrant where they knocked on the door. Somebody answered the door. They said, "This the police. Everybody put your hands up," and the man still got shot. Is it really about the warrant? Or are we saying that if it wasn't for the no-knock warrant, maybe they would not have shot him? I mean, is it really about the warrant at the end of it?
Possibly. It's so semantical. It's probabilities, bro. And
okay,
one thing I gotta say, a big reason why the founding fathers of America were like, yeah, the government coming in on your property, barging in, and probably doing anything. Doesn't matter what it is, anything. They invade your property is wrong. And the reason they wrote a passage like that in their constitution is because the British redcoats used to do that a lot.
Okay, Ragnarok, was there fucking a problem with damn niggas killing 7,000 of each other a year and freaking babies, drive-bys on babies in Chicago?
We do have stuff like that up here.
No, the fuck you don't, bro. I work in Canada.
Not at the level.
You don't.
Not at the same level as you guys, but we do have it.
Back. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Take that Canadian shit the fuck on. This is some American on American shit right here.
You think
Big
we don't have
J,
hoods up here?
bro, get the fuck out of here, Ragnarok, and crawl back in the Canadian hole. Now, Big J, bro, let's look at this, man. If niggas weren't out there doing what the fuck they was doing, would these no-knock warrants be necessary?
Okay, you got a point there.
Did we lose Big J? I think Big J be driving and shit when he come up here. Man, pull over or some shit. Man, I think he be driving and shit. Pull over, god damn it. Motherfuckers always want to get on a stream when they're in their fucking car and shit. Like, motherfucker, wait till you get home to get on the goddamn stream, god damn it.
Yeah, and can I say something?
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
Trey, I suspect the reason he brought up Magna Carta is, yes, the founding fathers of America specifically noted that their inspiration was the Magna Carta. The Canadian Constitution also has the same inspiration.
Okay,
so I think he was bringing up that comparison.
Unreasonable search and seizure. Unreasonable. When you got niggas out there killing fucking damn babies, freaking raping women, carjacking, killing fathers, does that sound reasonable? Does that sound reasonable?
You do have a point there, Trey. You really do.
Yeah,
I can't deny that.
I get that part. I probably wouldn't be too concerned if he wasn't the guy that they were looking for. I mean, if he was the guy that they were looking for, you know, he shot up, whatever. You done killed the motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what the police do.
But he's dealing with a gang that's doing all these things, and these things, bro, they're hardcore.
My problem when police kill people is when they kill innocent people. I mean, if they kill a motherfucker who out there slanging guns and shooting folks and doing all this bullshit, I don't give a fuck what they do to them Negroes.
Yo, X, I used to know some big gang, like some people who used to be in gangs and shit. Even Canada exists, and some Americans who've talked about it in documentaries and shit. Man, they're like a lot of them will say, "Yo, the gangs these days have no respect." Back then, they had a code, innocence off limits, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm an old Gen X, so I'm probably the oldest motherfucker up here. And I remember a time coming up when I was growing up, and I grew up in the suburbs. All right. I grew up in the suburbs of New York. And there were guys, you know, because a lot of people from the South had migrated, you know, to the suburbs of New York. And there were Southern guys, man, who carried them 38s, man. And they'll put a hot one in you in a minute. But if they got into a confrontation and they saw older people or they saw children and shit, they gave you some grace. Yeah, they give you some grace. They'll catch you another day. If they saw old folks, you know, kids and shit, you know, they put that gun back in their waist, man, and try to catch you another day. But nowadays, they don't give a shit, man. Nowadays, motherfuckers don't have no respect for life. They don't have no respect for children's lives. They don't have no goddamn respect for any fucking thing. That is why I always keep this here, and everybody know what I'm about to show, and I don't give a shit if you leave when I do it because I'm going to show it anyway. God damn it!
Oh, YouTube might strike the shit out of you.
That's why. This is why I always show this. Let me turn my TV
on. Oh, the mural.
Hold up, y'all. God damn it. Okay.
While you're pulling that up, man, like even the gang.
See, this is why I keep this. Okay. And behind me here, man. All right. Is 4 babies that were killed during the 4th of July weekend in 2021. And behind me, you have Sakura, you have Reuter, Natalie, and Devon. These 4 babies have become a permanent fixture at T.P.O.T. And I pulled the picture up because you always have people talking about who did not deserve to die. You see these babies here? Their average age was 6, and they're just 4 of, I think, a dozen babies of this age that were murdered. In fact, little Natalie here, Natalie Wallace, I actually had her father on, I think it was about 4 months after she was killed. And, you know, I talked to him about it as well. And like I said, the reason why these babies have become a part of T.P.O.T. is because I'm sick of people talking about who doesn't deserve to die. These babies didn't fucking deserve to die. And you know who didn't kill them? The fucking police. They got killed by the same type of fucking Negroes who that if the police put a fucking hot one in one of them, we ready to fucking march, build a statue, and name a street after. But these babies got no march. They got no statue. They didn't even get any press. I bet you most of y'all don't even know who these babies are. They didn't get any press. They don't get a fucking statue. They don't get a law changed. They don't get a fucking march. But guess what? They will not be fucking forgotten here. Here, they will not be fucking forgotten. And I will bring this fucking mural up every fucking time somebody tell me one of these miscreant, good for nothing, robbing, stealing, living in their mama's fucking basement at 30-year-old motherfuckers get killed. This is my answer. When you talk about who doesn't deserve to die, they will be here forever. They will never be forgotten. Not here. Not here. But anyway, continue, brothers. That's all.
And bless their parents.
Yeah, I mean, I had Natalie Wallace's father was actually here. I had him here like it wasn't even 4 months after his baby had been killed. So yeah, y'all can go check it
but
out.
like one thing to say is like the excessive gangland culture of murder and violence. Like one thing a lot of Americans don't realize because they're in America, don't see it. This kind of stuff is spreading around the world because that's inspiring it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a lot of, I won't say the whole rap genre does it, but the hardcore murder rap type stuff, that kind of genre of rap, like subgenre, yeah, oh yeah.
Well,
and I'm not gonna say that as a whole. It's not just that. It's the whole culture. It's romanticized, and you have people all over the world imitating it now.
Well, let me ask you this, being that I have a couple white folk up here, and this is the ridiculous race game. Do you think that if these babies that always find themselves shot and killed and murdered by these fools, do you think it would be different if these babies were white? Would it be different? Would it be different?
It wasn't different for Cannon Hinant. Cannon Hinant was a little white boy who was playing with his toys with his sister right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be harsh with my words here, man. The fucked up Pookie just walked up to him and shot him because he hates white people. This is a little 8-year-old kid. Just because he's white.
Well,
nobody talked about him. There was also another case in a Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
Little white boy was having Burger King with his mom. Some elderly black man in his 40s came in and literally chopped him up, calling him white devil. Little kid. Nobody talked about it.
Well, you're Canadian, right, Ragnarok? You're Canadian, right? Is it like this in Canada? Because there's hoods everywhere. So I'm pretty sure
the scale is substantially smaller due to our population. Because bro, there's more people in LA City, the city, than in all of Canada. We're only like 38 million, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's still hoods there. I know it's hoods there.
Every single major city.
So
Winnipeg,
are the hoods bad? Are the hoods bad? Would you go into the hood?
I could, and I have, but I won't go there willingly.
What, to cop your weed? You go into the hood to cop your weed?
I used to have a history. I'll say that.
Do you go in the hood to cop your shit?
I used to be a gardener. Yes, maybe once upon a time. I won't say anything. But yeah, no. Yeah, no. Like I know how to walk in the hood. I know how to like make sure I walk in a way where I'm not bothered. Because you know, so some things do happen up here. Yeah.
Cause see, tonight, like I said, tonight we're playing the ridiculous race game, but you know the conversations are pretty serious, and
Yeah.
the conversations are serious, and I think next week when I do it with the ladies, it's probably going to be I don't know what the fuck it's going to be. It's going to be nuts. All right,
Man, I'm guessing it's gonna be cat fights, man.
yeah, it's going to be a couple cat fights. I already know it's going to be a couple cat fights. Well, I'm going to try to make it so it's not like that. I'm going to try to find some personalities that I know will mesh. Because I got a little 4-foot Alice is coming next week, so she says. So I can't bring any of her freaking enemies. So I gotta get some other people. I gotta get some other people. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. See, I hate doing that. I hate having to kind of tiptoe around people, but I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it, and hopefully next week it'll probably be a little crazy, but that's okay, man. It's okay. Oh, good look on that Cash App. Let me see. I don't want to say your government, brother. Hold up, let me pull it up first. Because it came up on my alert. Let me see what it is here. I don't want to say your government. I don't want to say your government.
I never knew what that meant till one brother told me. I was like, what? What do you mean by your government? He's like, my government name. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It was like my actual name. I was like, oh, okay.
You don't want to do that. Let me see. Cause see, goddamn, cause you know, the Cash App put your damn government up there, boy. They will put your government motherfucking name up there, brother. Sorry, y'all. This is a fucking Android. It takes forever. Brother D90210. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that Cash App, my brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. I mean, there's hoods. There's hoods everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's Daryl 90210. I see him in the chat right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't have on my glasses, so I appreciate that, Daryl 90210. I might want to get that fucking coffee stain off my goddamn phone. Appreciate that, brother Daryl. Yeah, I mean, there's hoods everywhere, right? And hoods are bad. Most hoods, people die, get shot, get robbed. You know, shit happens.
There's hoods of every race, my dude.
Yeah, really? I know. I mean, when people think hood, they automatically think black people. But I live in North Carolina, and there's white hoods here. All right, there's like white, like there's a trailer park here with a bunch of white people in it, and you know, all kinds of shit goes on in there. You know, you see the
like
people coming out of there. You can tell
in my city, bro. People. There's Arab hoods, there's Native hoods, white hoods,
Latino
black
hoods.
No, Latinos don't have a big presence here, but they do have a bit of a presence in Montreal.
Man, so the amount of Latinos in Canada, it's not a whole lot of them, right?
A lot less, but there's some.
Why do you think that is?
Like,
what do you think that is?
I don't know. I think they like America more.
I do notice there is a growing Latino population in Canada. That's
there is. They prefer, like, there's a big one in Montreal and in BC. But where I'm at, it's not too big. You'll meet some.
The Canadian government is encouraging illegals who are in America to escape to Canada.
Well, yeah, no, a lot of, our government right now, our government
about the illegals. We're talking about illegals, or
our current government, Castro Spawn, is opening up the red carpet for illegals, and it's at the. So, like, actually a big issue here, seniors get less than $600 a month in their pension, whilst illegals will get over $1,200.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
$1,200 for what? Just being alive?
Pretty much.
1,200 for just
like
being
back during the before Trump was trying to build the wall.
Mhm.
So a lot of it's died down though. A lot of Haitians, because we do have a big Haitian community in Quebec, French Canada, and because they're French, they're admitted easier. They speak one of the languages. You speak English and French or both, that you'll actually get a fast track. But so through New York upstate, there's this road that goes to Quebec, right? That road used to be packed with illegals just coming from the borders down south in America. They literally just using America as a carpet to get here, because one, they'd rather become citizens here due to free healthcare. Yeah. And our current government's quota wants to have Canada be 38 million right now to 100 million by 2100.
Wow, there's only 38 million people in the whole fucking country of Canada?
Yeah, bro. I told you, bro. There's more people in the city of LA, the county of LA, than all of
Jesus.
Canada.
Damn.
Well, you got to understand, most of our land is barely farmable.
Iceberg?
It's tundra land. You can't grow much.
Man. So, are the laws in Canada? Because I don't know much about Canada. I knew somebody who was from there many, many years ago. This girl I used to fuck with when I was a young guy, but I don't know much about Canada. Are the laws similar there?
We do have a lot of similar laws, actually, very similar. Canada is very influenced by America.
So that means there's racism there too, then, right? That means it's just racism.
Actually, like verbal racism could even be charged in Canada. Yeah.
Oh, so
oh yeah.
If I call somebody a crack, I'm going to jail. If I say crack, I'm going to jail.
No, they have a bias against white people, so they might not. They might not. Yeah.
You have to be white and say nigga to go to jail.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just might.
Yeah, that's definitely close to America thinking.
Yeah, like a lot of people. Like, I'm not trying to slander TP or anything, but he brought up something. He's like, "Oh, show me evidence of anti-whiteness." I'm like, "Bro, my entire government."
And see, the thing about that is it's manufactured, and it's manufactured, bro. You're the biggest freaking daggone Marxist country on the planet right now, man. Under freaking daggone Castro Jr.
There is a lot of that, but there's big pushback.
It's manufactured because they want y'all divided against each other. That's why they want all that inclusion, bringing all those illegals.
That's true.
Keep y'all separate from each other.
It's being pushed from the elites, and they're pushing it everywhere. And it's having a very similar and more dramatic effect in Canada because of the population, because of the power positioning of people. It's having more visible effect than in the United States, because they have to keep it under wraps here. They have to keep it hidden a lot more here.
You're from Canada too, right?
No, sir. I live in Texas right now. I've been here for about 5 years.
Cyber, I want you to clear your attic, because if they go full Marxist up here, I'm gonna need to be Anne Frank in the attic or some shit in Texas. Go escape.
And Frank,
you go to Texas.
another fake story from the elites.
Oh shit!
We'll have a good Canadian winter like once every 10 years for you.
Man,
how do you know the Anne Frank story is fake, man? How do you know that that's fake?
Oh shit! This is one hell of a rabbit hole.
Yeah, Brother Xavier, I don't know if tonight's the episode you want to go down the rabbit hole with me on stuff.
Explain it. I'm listening. I got some time.
Man, the author was just, the author has stated that she took Anne Frank's diaries, and even though the author was born the same year Anne Frank, 3 months after Anne Frank was supposedly died, the author has stated that she took her diaries and made them more dramatic, more cinematic, to draw up more emotion, to get to make people feel stronger about the situation which took place. And there's this whole, like, all these other things I could pull up to show you the idiosyncrasies and the story. And it's what they do is, there's a reason why it's so emotional. And it's why racism, hits, why, Holocaust, things like that hit because it draws emotions. It's so bad, so emotionally reprehensible that if you speak against it, you're the bad guy. Kind of like anti-racist. Oh, you're against Black Lives Matter. Oh, you're an anti-Semite. If you even like are accused of that, then you're bad. You can't, really say, and you can't really speak the other way, because at that point, the left can claim, oh, you're a bigot. Oh, you're a racist.
That's why they had to tear the statues down. They're trying to tear everything down they can that provokes emotion that might have people question the narrative or try and look outside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. It's like the Holodome, which is not spoken of. The Holodome is what took place when the Bolsheviks, and we know what
Holodomor.
Yeah, we know what kind of small hats that those guys wore that killed the Tsar and his family. Disney made a movie about it. Anastasia, wink, wink, Disney. But after that, in 1917, there were up numbers between 6 to 14 million, Russians of all ilk were murdered by the Bolsheviks, and we know what kind of little hats those Bolsheviks wear.
The winter of 1933 under the Bolsheviks in Ukraine,
No.
bro. People were starving so much they committed cannibalism.
Hold up, Ragnarok. I haven't even gotten that far yet. If you extrapolate it from 1917 all the way up until the 1960s, it's estimated that they killed over 60 million people. And what was the Soviet Union, what they created. But we can't speak of that because the people that committed the atrocities wore those little hats. So we can't speak of that. So then we only must speak of what took place in Nazi Germany.
I thought this was funny. He said, I'm more scared. Lucian said, I'm more scared of the white hoods. You might get blown up walking past the wrong trailer at the wrong time. And see, that's the thing. That's funny. The thing where I'm at.
Fucking Breaking Bad.
Yeah, because in North Carolina, we do have like meth heads and shit. And, I got a huge fucking dog. All right. My dog is big as a motherfucker. That motherfucker probably weigh about 190 fucking pounds. All right.
It's big.
And the reason why I have such a huge fucking dog is because of the fucking meth heads. The meth heads, because I have a lot of equipment around my house. I have mowers and shit like that, at my shop too. So I have to have the dog, because the meth heads like to steal lawn equipment. They like to steal chainsaws and mowers and trimmers. They like to steal that kind of shit because they know where they can pawn it. And people always ask me about, oh man, you got this big ass fucking dog. What, you scared, of crackheads? I'm like, no, I'm not scared of crackheads at all. Crackheads don't steal the shit that I deal with. Crackheads have no interest in it because they don't know how to get rid of it. Meth heads do.
Oh, yeah, Brother Xavier, that's racist, bro. Are you saying that that's racist? Are you saying that meth heads are smarter than crackheads?
Because think about the meth head.
Look, meth head Bubba Joe knows to go to Big Jim, who lives in the wood, who's not a meth head, who'll buy the chainsaw.
Yes, this is the ridiculous race game.
This is the ridiculous race game.
Are smarter than crackheads.
The fucking meth head. Let me tell you something. I have machinery at my shop, right? And at any given time, man, I have machinery that we work on, man, worth anywhere from $5,000 to $500,000, $600,000, because that's what we do. All right, we work on power equipment, and I know at least 4 landscapers who have been robbed of their $15,000 Z-turn, their $5,000 fucking walk behind, their fucking $3,000 trailer, and it's the meth heads. It's the fucking meth heads. Why?
Well, meth doesn't make you stupid.
No.
It'll make you go crazy ballistic and do things.
That's what I'm saying. The meth heads, they know, because a lot of those meth heads used to be construction guys. They used to be landscapers. So, and the equipment that I work on, most of it is hydraulically driven, right? If you don't have the fucking key, you can't move that fucking machine. unless you know something about it. Now,
You got a point, brother Xavier. You know, you remember back in the day?
I could walk right in and steal your shit. Yeah, I could steal your shit without the key and be gone with that shit in like a minute because I know about the machinery. I know
brother
how
Xavier,
to get it out of there.
You remember crackheads back in the day were mainly intellectuals, you know, white collar workers and stuff like that?
Yeah.
What, they went like from coke to crack or something?
No. They'd be like, you'd be school teachers, soccer moms.
Yes.
The whole nine. They'd be like, yeah.
Because coke was big in the 80s.
Marion Barry was the fucking mayor of Washington, D.C., and he got caught smoking it.
Bro, the mayor of Toronto, Canada, was smoking crack at a trap house.
That's right. What the hell was his name?
It's Doug Ford.
Doug
Ford. He's now the minister of Ontario, not just the mayor of a city.
Does he still smoke crack?
I don't think so.
Are there reports of him continuing his crack habit?
I don't think so. He's got the highest black vote, though. That's for sure.
Oh, of course, we love crack. But the reason why I have the protection, right, and the reason why I have the cameras all around the garage and all around my house, not from the crackheads, because see, I know I grew up in a town where motherfuckers smoke crack and get shit. Crackhead, he steals something. He's gonna steal what he can carry the fuck out. All right, he's not gonna steal. You know, he may steal something that's worth $400, $500. That's max. The fucking meth head will fucking roll your $20,000 motherfucking Z-turn out. He will roll your $10,000 motherfucking roller out. All right,
X,
he'll roll your $100,000 motherfucking tractor out. All right, just roll it out because he knows what to do. He used to be a construction guy, so he knows how to release the fucking hydraulics. He knows how to get it into fucking neutral. You understand what I'm saying? A crackhead, if I could take in my yard right now, right? I got one $15,000 fucking John Deere Z-turn. I got another $10,000 Husqvarna Z-turn, and I got a fucking $12,000 Skag. Okay, I got that in my backyard right now, not at my shop, in my backyard. I can take those fucking machines, put them on my front lawn, take the fucking key out of it, and go in the fucking house, and not one fucking crackhead will try to steal it. Why? Because they don't know how. They don't know how to steal it. They don't know how. The fucking meth head white boys do.
X,
they
you want to know?
Will steal that motherfucker.
Xavier, I got to tell you this, okay? So here's the thing about meth heads and heavy machinery, okay? Once upon a time, there was a country called France. Mm-hmm. And then there was a bunch of meth heads driving tanks and infantry taking meth. And they took over all of France in less than 3 weeks. They were all methed out. Bro, the Panzer Corps of the Nazi Germany were so methed. Yes, they were methed the fuck out. Bro, the Panzer Corps of Germany, all fucking 5 of them that moved into France, were so fucked up on meth, the Nazis had to send specific officers to every single tank and be like, look, stop. We took over. Just stop. They kept going, bro. Literally, they were, bro. In fact, they normalized taking meth at home in chocolate bars. I shit you not. They promoted that shit. There's even old promos you can find on the internet, bro. They promoted this shit to German housewives to help clean their house. Like, you know, take your choco meth. Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. In fact, the Allies had a response to this. Yeah, we had our own kind of meth. Bro, a dude on meth in a fight, actually trained and buffed out, and isn't abusing it too much. Yeah, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah, I mean, the meth heads are they're an issue here, man. And they will steal your shit. That's why I got this huge fucking grizzly bear sized dog, man. You know, just in case these motherfuckers hop that gate. You deal with that motherfucker first, and you're probably going to have to shoot him. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to shoot him. I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, just imagine white boys driving 40-ton tanks, fucked up on meth, going through France. Yeah.
No, I'm not even concerned with crackheads. Crackheads aren't even interested in the shit I have. They don't give up. They can't steal it. That's the thing. They can't steal it. A crackhead is only going to steal what he can carry. He's only going to steal what he can carry out. He's not.
Do people who take heroin steal like as much as well?
That's a whole nother story right there.
I know, right? That's why I'm bringing it up. I don't know.
I don't think heroin addicts do a lot of stealing. Heroin addicts do a lot of scamming, hustling, and fellatio. They do a lot of the cocksucking shit like that.
They lose. They're not functional. Like once you get addicted to that heroin, your brain gone.
Yeah, I don't think they do a lot of stealing. They do a lot of cocksucking, male and female. I think they do a lot of cocksucking to get their shit.
Yeah, people who do meth, they're most of the time somewhat functional.
Yeah,
I've noticed that.
They rob landscapers down here, man, in North Carolina. They rob the shit out of them. And like I said, it's not like they're stealing $200 and $300 and $500 worth of shit, man. These motherfuckers will get you for tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment, man.
But let's go to race game, man. I like, meth heads, country hillbilly white boys out there committing crime. Because here's the deal, man. When the white boys is out there taking catalytic converters, and they ain't killing nobody. They get caught, they run away. As soon as daggone black folks get in it, now they killing folks. Man, I don't know how many folks done got killed this year because people done ran up on them trying to steal their catalytic converters, and these dudes shooting them. They getting killed.
Trey, what are you trying to insinuate? Are you saying white boys steal civilly?
I'm just saying, man.
What's up, Cyber?
I don't know the color of the guy I heard about, but I heard there was one guy stealing a catalytic converter and got himself killed all by himself, and I didn't find him for a couple days.
Yeah, well, they killed a couple folks, cops, man. A sheriff in Houston, and a couple other people got killed. when they just stumbled upon people, under their cars, starting to steal their catalytic converter.
Yeah, they just pinched. It did pinched down.
Yeah,
no help.
That's brutal.
No honor.
You mean Cyber? You mean the Jack gave out?
Yeah, something. They got no breath to scream out, and nobody knew they were under there.
Yeah,
that's a shit way to die.
Yeah, but
here's
the
the thing about the crime too.
Catalytic converters are so valuable, man. Them motherfuckers got rhodium in them, palladium in them, platinum in them. I mean, it's got valuable metals in it.
Bro,
motherfuckers are going to steal that shit.
They should have never let brothers know that shit. I have no problem with the meth heads and the cracked out white boys continue to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we won't leave bodies in our wig. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're France.
So Trey. So you're saying, you saying white people do not leave dead bodies in his wake?
Oh my God, bro, we trolling, bro. I'm saying, man,
it does happen. Of course,
I liked it when the catalytic converter game was run by the cracked out, the meth head white boys, man. They were cleaner with it. That's what I'm saying.
Relatively speaking, cleaner.
Yeah, the meth heads. I haven't heard of any meth heads down here like killing people. What they do is they steal fucking power equipment. That's their main shit. I've heard of a few of them getting killed though, where they've one guy down here, a meth head had broke into his shop, and he had like the alarm hooked up to his phone, and he saw the guy in there. He went to the shop and saw the guy in there stealing his equipment, and the guy confronted him and he shot his ass and killed him.
You got castle laws, right?
Oh yeah, we got the castle doctrine here, and it's open.
So like if I walk onto your property, you could legally shoot me.
Hell fucking yeah, I could blow your ass right on off of here.
We need laws like that in Canada.
Right on up off of here. We have open carry, castle doctrine, stand your ground. All of that is in play here. So you walk up on my shit and I shoot your ass. All I got to do is get my other gun, put it in your hand, and say, yep, this motherfucker walked up on my shit. You see he got a pistol. You see he got a 38 in his hand, right? I shot first. Yeah, I shot first.
Texas. No. You saw that video of the guy in Texas trying to get his kids out of his baby mama's daddy's baby mama's husband's house.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah. Like they're dropping the charges on him, on the baby, on the stepdad.
Of course,
charging
the stepdad. Yeah.
And they got to live with them.
You can't walk up on people's shit, man. You can't do it. You can't just be walking up on people.
Man, homeboy came out with that rifle, and I'm like,
I don't agree with either side on that.
Why are you arguing with the man? Why are you still arguing?
I don't agree with either side on that one. You know, like
that's a
confront that dude in court.
Because like to me, it kind of like seemed like the stepdad was actually goading the father to come in the house. Yeah. The way he was talking all that shit and bucking up to him. You know, bucking up to him.
I feel bad for those kids because now they're sitting at the table with their stepdad who just killed their real dad.
Yeah, and I blame the woman, man. That woman got them dudes amped up. That's who needs to be locked up.
Yeah, white on white crime is a motherfucker. White on white crime is.
Oh yes. When white on white crime happens in singular events, it's fucking brutal, bro.
Yeah, that chick needs to be locked up.
Yeah,
because the woman.
I actually agree with you. I think though she should be locked up for that shit because she was the one refused to allow him, the dad, to see the children. And she got the children away, and he said though he called the police. You know, he already announced he's calling the police about it and shit. And the police supposed to be arriving there, and you know he trying to say where them kids at. Homeboy walked out the house, bucked up to him, and homeboy went right back in the house with the rifle, and then buck up again to him. And then when homeboy pushed at him, he went clap on his ass. So, you know,
well, there probably was some animus there to begin with. I mean, I doubt if it erupted just that day.
Yeah,
this shit probably was ongoing.
Yeah, and this is where as a man, you got to be smart and fall back and just call the cops. You know, you got to swallow that pride and be like, you know what, let me let the law handle this.
And especially when a motherfucker standing out there with that ratchet. Motherfucker standing out there with the heat. He's got you. I mean, that's an L. All right, that's an L. Just go ahead and get your car and bounce. Goddamn.
So cyber. Yeah, but you were saying something.
Yeah, man, but like the daddy was dumb. The father was dumb because when the stepfather came out with that rifle, with that semi-automatic, he should have stepped on back and fade the fucking way and leave it alone. But no, he want to fight the man.
Sometimes you gotta.
As soon as he had positioned himself, as soon as the father put himself between the stepfather and his own door, then that was a serious problem. You know, because the stepfather was outside and the father was there at the stepfather's door, and he could have went in. And legally right there, that's breach. That's breaching the castle because he had already been told to leave the property. Mm-hmm. And then he put himself at the door with the stepfather outside with the gun, and he had just touched the gun. The father had just touched the gun. It was just very emotionally driven because I see that the conversation about the problem had been emotional and no resolution. And so the emotions drove the bodies together, and it caused that end of destruction in physical form because they kept following the emotions and the sentiment instead of working things out with actual events. People were hiding things and lying, trying to cover up or get their own way. All that manipulation, we know where it came from.
Oh yeah, we already know. Now
those kids got to sit there and have breakfast with that man every day. There's been a petition. They tried to petition to have them with the father's wife, but not their biological mother. So
that's not going to fly.
No,
that's not going to.
Yeah, but in Texas, man, you can't sue. They can't be a wrongful death suit because Texas law says, well, if the defendant is acquitted or charges dropped, you can't file a legal suit against the person.
So did they drop the charges already, brother? Big J?
Yeah.
They already dropped them.
Yeah, it's already dropped. They already dropped it. I read it. When was I read? I think around Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh shit! It's over then. It's over.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
That's some brutal stuff.
That the family of the father can't come back around and say, man, we dropping lawsuit. No, you can't do that. Because Texas law would say, hey, look, legal going on to follow criminal on that. So like the family of the father can't sue the stepfather or even the mother of the children.
Yeah, when you
even though
you're stepping on somebody's property and they got a
against
fucking rifle, it's time to get back in your truck and bounce and
and
this is that, you know,
stay there and fight him.
When them kids get older, and this is, you know, I see possible lawsuit, a wrongful death lawsuit from them kids. If them kids feel some type of way when they get older, possibly.
Yeah, because I bet you that there is I bet you in the next 10, 12 years when them kids get out that house, there's gonna be some shit.
Yeah.
Bro, they're probably gonna run away before that happens.
I said they're gonna run away.
Well, that might happen.
It's gotta be hard. It's gotta be hard for the kids though, man. I mean, this motherfucker, they living in his house. He done killed their pappy. So I mean, and I'm pretty sure mom isn't making anything any fucking easier, you know, because she's making it seem like, you know, it's all dad's fault, and she's probably trying to train them to hate him any fucking way. So it's just a fucked up story all the way around, man.
And that image is playing all over social media over and over and over. You know, it's not sanitized, so you know everybody saw it. You know,
bro, it's a brutal case, man.
Yeah,
like, it's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's bad all the way around, man. There's no good side to it. You know, you can
Man,
sometimes find
it
the
wouldn't
good
surprise
side
me. It wouldn't surprise me if one of those kids is like, once they're old enough, will legit assault him. Like, whew. Like, no, for real, man. Like, if that was me, I don't care. Like, bro, like, never underestimate an angry young boy. Like, if you kill somebody in their family, they'll fucking cut you in your sleep.
Absolutely not. I mean,
shit. The women too. Them young girls might get.
Shit. Oh, straight up, man.
Yeah, shit.
She'd be like, "Yes, stepdaddy. Yeah, you're all nice and all." And then when he falls asleep,
or do some bullshit like, "Oh, stepdaddy touch me" or some old shit. You know, she might do all that shit. You never know.
Oh, yeah. Yo, rage is real, man. Especially when you're young and you see that's ingrained.
You see what Lucine Obscene said? Those kids are gonna be fucked up for life, man. And I agree.
Yeah, and you're right, man. The mom is not gonna make anything better.
Of course not.
They're gonna feel betrayed.
She's not gonna
they're gonna have to move though. They got to move though.
Bro, they're gonna have social issues like a motherfucker.
Yes,
like socializing.
What part of Texas was? What part of Texas was this, brother BJ? What part?
Oh shit! I forgot where it was at. I know it was in Texas because but I don't know. I forgot what city that was in.
Yeah, but in Texas, motherfuckers know you'll get your ass shot down there. I mean, Jesus, in Texas, are you serious? Motherfuckers have no problem shooting your ass.
But that's how these women get these dudes amped up. You know, they get them amped up. You know, they get these simps. You know, oh man, I gotta defend my woman's honor. Oh, I want my kids. I gotta defend my woman's honor. I want my kids. Next thing you know,
kapla.
And she, you know, she probably gonna be off with a new dude pretty soon anyway.
Yeah,
probably.
And he'll be shooting the guy that shot the other guy.
Yeah.
A full circle. It'll come full circle.
So like back in the day, like, you know, the Appalachians, they have clans out there. Mm-hmm. Not like, you know, Ku Klux or anything, but like actual family clans. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they had blood feuds that go on for generations.
Yeah, blood feud's still going on. What you talking about?
Yeah. Yo, white on white crime between the Appalachian clans, bro. That's a whole other level of brutality.
You talking about some Hatfield McCoy type shit?
Yeah.
Like Hatfield McCoy still going on. They still going on. I remember I was watching there was one in there was still a blood feud between two families in I want to say it was either Tennessee or Kentucky. It was a big story about 10, 15 years ago about this. Homeboy moved right across the road from him. They started, they were talking about, no, you shouldn't be long here and shit. Man, the family started to fight. The cousins got into it. Man, serious dead bodies piling up between them and shit. I mean, they actually wiped out the entire family out. One of them just had enough and got some AR-15s and knocked out the entire family out. The kids too, children knocked out.
Yeah, these blood feuds, they only end when one family is completely gone.
Yeah. The only one left is like with the second cousins. That's how much they wiped out the family. It was the only person around the second cousins. If you the mama, the daddy, the brothers, the auntie, uncles, they wiped them motherfuckers out. That one family just had enough and just said, you know what, we ain't gonna use no handguns, we ain't gonna use no baseball bats or axes. We gonna wipe all the motherfuckers out, and they did it at the same time.
Yo, Jay. So back in
Yeah.
history, bro, Jay.
Yeah.
The like middle age Europe, bro. White on white warfare, bro, was woo. It should never stopped. Yo, the French and the English had a 100-year war, technically 116 years, but yeah.
I think when I do the next ridiculous race game, I'm going to be talking about white on white crime. That's going to be like kind of the headline when I do it next time around. But we creeping up on the 3-hour mark, and we didn't get much talk out of brother Cyber Toxin. So everybody go ahead, throw your parting shots, man, because we about to get on up out of here. Whoever want to go can go.
Yeah. Let me just go a parting shots while I leave. Hey, thank you for having me up, brother Xavier. So I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you for having me on.
You're always welcome here, brother. You know that.
All right.
Peace. Anyone else? Parting shots.
Yeah, I'll say goodbye. I appreciate you letting me on.
Absolutely.
I'd like to come on some other time when I see a different topic I think I might be able to share something about.
Oh,
I don't really have a lot. I don't have a whole lot to say about relationships because I haven't been in one worth calling a relationship since 2002.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm over 40 years old.
Oh, that ain't shit. I got a son damn near that old. But go ahead. Go ahead. But yeah, every Saturday we do this. We play the ridiculous race game. I don't know if you've been watching the last few weeks, but we mix people up. We get some Latinos, some white folks, some black folks, and we kind of talk about race, racism, bigotry, prejudice. Ragnarok knows how it goes up here. So
I tend to do at least twice as much watching and listening as I do speaking.
Okay.
So I've been watching a lot of it, listening.
It's the mark of a wise man.
Sometimes acting up in the chat, sometimes trying to contribute something valuable. It's hit and miss.
Very well. You're always welcome here, man.
I appreciate what you do here, and I'm starting to understand more of it.
I try. I really do. I really try. I try, man. But I try to keep it lighthearted. I mean, every now and then a serious conversation breaks out on this stuff. But, when I get up here on these Saturdays, this is the day that anybody can be as racist as they want, talk about all kinds of race shit if they want to. I mean, you can express yourself here. And part of the experiment is this, that people have made. What I'm out to show is that people give racism too much credit. That's kind of what this experiment is about. That racism rents too much space in our fucking brains. Not that it doesn't exist, just that we turn it into this fucking giant thing, and usually it's really not as big as we make it out to be, and we're not affected by it as much as everybody claims we are. But go ahead.
Well, I've been up and down this continent. You know, I've spent almost a year's worth of time total in Canada. I spent a lot of years in Kentucky.
How'd you like it in Canada?
When it was cold, I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, a lot of people come here to get the first K winter and they want to dip.
Yeah. So the change there was just with the people, and I really enjoyed the people. I only spent maybe 1 month there when it was nice weather, and that was also pretty fun. It's really nice. The air is really nice. But that was
there's a lot
probably 30 years ago.
There's a lot of lakes here. We literally have 50% of the world's fresh water. Yeah, we're not going to run out of water anytime soon. So the air here is excessively recycled, and it's very humid. In summer, it can end up like Florida because there's so much water that the heat can bring up into the air. Humidity, right?
Well, when you have enough of it, you think you can live outside of that crazy sub-zero.
Bro, I love it, bro. I actually love the winter. I love the 6 foot of snow. I love it. Fucking love it.
If you ever have to sacrifice that and come to Texas, the humidity is in the east.
Well, if Canada turns into a Marxist hellhole and I become a dissident, but your ass will be a refugee in Texas.
Yeah, well,
there's a lot there.
Like I said, man, you're always welcome up here, man. Always welcome. Every Saturday we do this shit. Don't worry about it. Every Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes, sir.
All right, Brother Ragnarok, parting shots before we get out of here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me up. You should probably call the one with the girls. White on white blood feuds.
Well, what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do, Ragnarok. I'm going to pick and choose who I get. I'm not gonna pick people who I already know are going to fucking argue. Like certain people I know, if I put them together, it's gonna be a fucking argument. So I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna start hitting the ladies up probably, I don't know, probably Monday, and by Tuesday I'll have everybody lined up. So I'm going to be very careful about who I bring on. Yeah, because this is the first one that I've done where there were no women. This is the first one. Usually I have a woman on every single one of them.
Well,
but
I would argue there was one woman on tonight.
Say what?
I would say that there was one woman that came on.
Oh, but yeah, I decided not to have the girls on tonight. I decided for it to be just men. But the next one I do, I'm going to have all ladies, and I'm going to mix it up, man. I'm going to try to get, I'm going to try to mix it up pretty good, black girl, white girl, I'm going to try to mix it up, get at least 4 of them, and see where it goes.
Nice. Well, thank you for having me, and may we channel our racisms to unite humanity.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let the racism flow through you. Use it. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming through, man.
Thanks, brother.
All right, take it easy. Yeah, folk, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. It was kind of serious tonight. Usually when we do these things, we do a lot of fucking around and bullshitting, and and it was very serious tonight. Brother TVA was here. TVA will come in, boy, and kick the goddamn tables over at times. But I mean, even he was, relatively calm. For TVA, that's calm. What y'all heard from TVA tonight is him relatively calm. But yeah, next week we're probably going to do all girls. Okay. We're probably going to do all ladies. And like I said, like I was just telling Ragnarok, I'm not gonna put people together who I know are already gonna fucking argue. That would be stupid. That would be stupid. So I'm gonna try to find some I'm gonna I'm gonna try to find some new people as well. You know, maybe one or two, because I always have at least one person who's made a first appearance. That's something I always try to stick to. Yeah, I'm gonna have a handful of ladies next week, and we're gonna see how that goes. And then of course I'm going to do a comparison of the two the following week. So hopefully, men, the women don't fucking outdo your ass next week. Hopefully, men, the the women don't fuck around and be more orderly, more organized, and more considerate of each other's talk time. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see, man. You know, I don't have no programming notes for y'all tonight because I don't have anything booked, but that will change, of course. I might have a debate coming up this week. My brother SKC, had hit me up the other day, and he said he might want to do a debate. So I might have a special debate for y'all this time. And the person he's talking about debating is actually pretty popular, and that person I'm pretty cool with. So I know I can get them in here. So I'm waiting to see what Brother Supreme says about it. I'm waiting to see what he says about it. And Brother Supreme might be debating this week. I'm not sure. I don't want to say it already because it hasn't really been in the works. We were just discussing it the other day. So we'll see what happens. But, as always, man, just check the thumbnails. Y'all know what to do. I don't have to tell you by now. You know how T.P.O.T operates. All you got to do is check the goddamn thumbnail and you'll see what's going on. But yeah, man, I want to thank everybody, man, for coming out tonight, man. I appreciate all you good folks, man, sticking around, man. You could have spent your Saturday night any fucking where, man. You decided to spend it here. It is appreciated. You know it is, man. I don't take you good folks lightly, man. I never have and I never will. You got my word on that. I appreciate all the cash apps from the brothers, but more importantly, man, I appreciate your participation over anything else. Like I always say, man, I'm humbled, I'm honored, I'm appreciative, man, of all you do, man. And y'all gotta believe me when I say that. I mean, I say it enough. I say it every fucking night I'm up here. So by now, if y'all don't believe me by now, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, man, shout out to hey Latina Patriot. I need you up on my shit next week too, lady. I know you told me you don't want to come back, but god damn it, if you don't, I will put so many fucking emails in your damn in your email box. I will put so many emails in that motherfucker where you won't even have no storage space left, lady. So you coming next week, god damn it. But anyway, yeah, man, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, man. And shout out, man, to all the folks for coming through. What's good, brother Clue? I see you up there. Shout out to brother TVA, brother Trey, brother Ragnarok, brother Cyber, and brother Big J for coming through, man, and participating to this stream, man. Like I said, man, a ridiculous race game was pretty serious tonight. Next week it probably won't be. Next week it'll probably be more the bullshit and shenanigans and the racial jokes and all that kind of shit. But it was actually pretty serious tonight because y'all know I always mix them up. I never make them the same. They're always different. And that's what I like about it. So make sure you hear next week, man. Next week, the ladies gonna be here playing a ridiculous race game. And that one is probably gonna be total out of control, cat fights and the whole nine, but we're gonna do it anyway. All right. All right. So with that, I will leave you good folk with 3 words you know, like I always do. Open your mind. Peaceful. Live from the T.P.O.T studios, the game where we talk about discrimination, prejudice, bigotry, with all of the absurd hypocrisies and contradictions that come with it. Get ready to play the ridiculous race game. Open your mind.
The Prophet of Thought. The Prophet of Thought. You know. The Prophet of Thought. Prophet of Thought. Open your mind. 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 Open your mind.
Only from T.P.O.T Media. Open your mind.